Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome in. My name is Todd. If you're new here, this is a reaction stream. There will be timestamps down below in the video description on YouTube. So if you're watching this at a later time, you can kind of skip around if you feel like it. But welcome in, everybody. If you're watching live via Twitch, go ahead and hit that follow button. That way you're following the channel and you know when we're live. If you're watching via YouTube, hit that subscribe button, please. And thank you. It just helps boost the channel a little bit amongst the ever expanding list of channels on YouTube. So appreciate it. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. It is Monday. It was an odd it was an odd Monday because I didn't work. It's a holiday here in the US, so working was not something I did, which is awesome. I'll take any day I get to not work. So a little bit of a different start to the stream. I was going to do this a little bit earlier, or try to at least, and that didn't work. So we're here. We're live. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. If you're new here, we basically go through member requested videos. Members are at toddreacts.com. Happy Tuesday. What's up, Luna? How's it going? How's it going? Australia. Wow. Okay. Nice. You're definitely into Tuesday at this point, I think, right? What's going on? Hey, how's it going, Junes? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. These are member requested videos off of toddreacts.com. If you'd like to join so you can request your own videos and have them on stream, you can certainly do so. Season and series tiers, as you see before you, is how you can do so. So go ahead and check those out. Season tier gets 2 YouTube video requests per month. Series tier gets 3 YouTube requests per month. While you're there, check out the winter collection. It is cold here. It is very cold here. Maybe if you're in the southern hemisphere, it's not so cold. I apologize. You're gonna have to buy off season, unfortunately. But it's cold here, so we have the winter collection going. I am wearing the signature hoodie, as you can see. That is right there. Comes small through 2XL. A couple of different color options for you as well. Depending on which one you want to do, obviously you can see it's Under Armour branded, so it's very high quality. What's going on, Rocco Kitty? Welcome in, welcome in. Hooded long sleeve tee, a nice crop sweatshirt, bomber jacket. Most of the sizes in brown are available, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, black is, for some reason, we haven't had the large XL, 2XL. Maybe it's like a supply issue or something. I'm not exactly sure why. I'm sure I could find out. Extra small through medium there, but brown has all the sizes available. I do have the brown one, and I enjoy it tremendously. And it is machine washable, believe it or not. So you can actually wash it in. You can wash it in your washing machine, like just normally. It's kind of easy. I was shocked, but it's nice. I was not expecting it, honestly. Premium sweatshirt, that's always a classic. I had that one last year. It's held up tremendously well. Fleece joggers as well. So go ahead and check it out. We have the denim jacket, and I did add the white color as well, because honestly, I dig the white denim. I don't know why. I guess it's kind of an 80s thing, but it's always looked so clean to me. So clean. So go ahead and check those out. Accessories available as well. These just get added on over time. Not so much a winter summer kind of difference. But we did add the rocks glass. This is brand new for the winter collection. That is an energy drink. And we do have the Todd Reacts pint glass, which it is since it's a holiday. Okay, it is a Monday. I do digress, but it is a holiday, so we do have the pint glass full today. So I'm looking forward to that. And I think weather-wise, we might be in some trouble here. So I don't believe I'll be going to work tomorrow. So I'll probably be staying home. So everybody's just kind of prepared for that. It's been interesting. It's been very interesting. Very cold, I bet. What's going on, Cookie? Welcome in, welcome in. Snap case for iPhone, currently on my phone. I have an older one. It's like a 12 or whatever. If you're looking for one, I think this goes up through last year's model. Yes, the 15 Pro Max. You can get that in glossy and matte, your choice. And then we have these tough cases. I'm sure you've seen these. There's a big brand name that has versions of these as well, of course. This is for the Samsung. This covers most of them, I think. S10 all the way through the S24 Ultra, which that's a lot of models. Glossy or matte as well on that. And then the iPhone tough case has the rubber interior with the plastic exterior. Kind of add a dual layer of protection there. And this one goes through the newest model that just came out, the 16 Pro Max through the 14. So you can go all the way back to the 14 and get that nice one as well. And it does have the MagSafe in there, which is nice. Helps extend it because thicker phone cases kind of disrupt a little bit of that. So you definitely need something to make that connection a little better. Water bottle I use for work all the time. It's a great water bottle. So go ahead and check those out. And if you're unfamiliar, if you just watch on Twitch, first off, hello, welcome in. But you can also check out the YouTube channel. That's where this started. That's where the home base is, if you will. There's over 1,100 reaction videos at this point. If you're doing the math, that's over 200 videos per year that I've been uploading there for quite a few years. I think we're about to hit 4 years, if I'm not mistaken, which is wild, very wild. I did the math, considering the fact that I've slowed down tremendously in the number of videos. I used to do 2 videos a day, basically, for about a year and a half. But now it's 2 streams per week, and it's 5 of the videos per. So I'm doing 10 videos worth in 2. So it's definitely slowed down the number of videos, which is probably a good thing, honestly. Probably a good thing. It's been wild. What's going on, Dunny? Welcome in. First time chat. I appreciate it. 95 degrees where you are. Oh my gosh. We got done with that a couple months ago, and then we're literally freezing. We do have a chance of snow tonight. So we go from 100 degrees in the summer to, snow in the winter, I guess. Just crazy. Absolutely crazy. So yes, check out the YouTube channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me, please. I appreciate it. If you've already hit it, I appreciate you just slightly more. Not a crazy amount more, but I do appreciate you just a little bit more. I'm just saying. Alrighty. And last but certainly not least, we do have the Discord available. Totally free. It's a great community, growing community. Lots of fun stuff to be had. As you can see at the top, it does tell you when I'm live, which is super handy. You can actually click this link right here. It'll pull up the app, the Twitch app, if you have it downloaded. And if you don't, it'll just pull up a web browser, and you can watch from there. However you want to view, I guess. That's super nice, and I do update that based on, whether I switch the days or the times, so it is pretty accurate. So I do make a point to make sure I adjust those. And if you don't see a channel that you want, you can come down here to request a channel, and you can go ahead and hit that. And then we'll just make it for you. Just tell us what you want, and then we'll do it. The lobby is just general discussion. Could be about anything. Updates from Todd. That is when I'm just updating you based on, the video took a little longer to upload, or maybe parts of it got blocked and I have to process it all over again. Whatever I need to tell you and you need to know, I'll let you know. That's basically what that is. And then the fandoms, of course, ZeeNunew, pretty poignant, as we have a ZeeNunew video today. ZeeNunew video today as well, so I'm sure everybody will be making an appearance here shortly. Doctor Who, Umbrella Academy, Young Royals, The Rookie, Arrowverse, I mean, just anything you could possibly think of here. Outer Banks, Formula One, Smosh is brand new, and then a bunch of fun ones as well. And if you come up with a fun one that you want to do, let us know. Just request it in the Request a channel. Certainly open to ideas and any sort of, content ideas that you have. Always open to it. And yeah, I think there's, if I'm not mistaken, I believe there's 190 members in there. 189 members. 189 members. So we're slowly getting to 200, but we'll get there eventually. So join it. There's lots of nice people on there. Super friendly. If you've been a part of the YouTube comments, kind of the same general appeal, right? Which is not the usual case. I'm sure you've been in some comment sections and you're just like, oh my gosh, what happened? What happened here? What is wrong with these people? Why are they so negative? Fortunately, the Todd Reacts channel has not been hit by that, which is awesome. Very happy. ZeeNunew channel, be careful in there. Might be a little slippery with all the tears today. Ooh. The mop has been out a few times already. My classes at college have all been moved to remote for Tuesday and Wednesday due to the weather. Well, that's awesome. Happy to hear that. It's always good. I hate to say it, but I guess the one positive thing of the pandemic is the fact that whether it's classes or work, a lot of that is a bit more flexible with the setting. So we could do remote classes or we could do remote work. So I guess that's a positive, I would say, is that it's a bit more flexible. I see the chat more than my family. Now that's funny. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Good tears. Well, I'm glad it's good tears, honestly. Yes, very glad. So as I was saying, the weather is crazy out here. Lots of people buying toilet paper. I don't know what it is. But whenever the weather gets squirrely or interesting or terrifying, depending on how you look at it, people just stock up on toilet paper. I don't know what that is, why that is. Like, what makes that the go-to? I guess it's to, keep a bit of humanity or sanity. Like, we're okay. We got toilet paper. Oh, okay. Whew. We're safe. I don't know. I guess you could, you could wrap yourself in it to try to protect yourself. You could dry off using it, a lot of it. You could light it on fire, I guess, if you needed to start a fire. I guess there's some uses there. But yeah, it's just weird. Everybody at the store was getting toilet paper. I'm just like, what is going on here? Why? I mean, I have enough, so I'll be fine. But I don't know. It's just interesting seeing everybody walk out with toilet paper. Water, I get. You need water. We all need water. Clean water, drinking water. But toilet paper is an odd one. Yeah, I got some food. I got some canned food and all that stuff. I think we all here in this location, we all are a bit jaded and scarred from, and traumatized, really, if we're talking seriously. Probably traumatized from the last time everything kind of froze here. The infrastructure's not there. So basically, this is a very warm weather climate. And the winters are mostly mild. And then I think they said every 10 years, there's like an ice or snowstorm or something like that. And then the area just shuts down completely because they're not used to it. They don't plan for it, whatever. So I went through that 3 years ago at this point, and I had no running water, drinking water, any water. I'm going to try to skate around this as best I can without being gross. But no running water at all for 4 days. Not great. Not great. I'm assuming you're picking up what I'm putting down. Like, it was pretty gross. Um, it was very gross, actually. And a lot of people were without power. Like, it was bad. It was so bad. People were dying. Like, it was really bad. Um, so a lot of people are like skittish around this kind of weather. So tonight's supposed to be pretty cold, and we're supposed to get snow, potentially sleet, um, maybe ice. Hopefully not. So people are a little jittery. We're a little freaked out because that was awful. Um, Luckily, I had some water to drink on, but I was definitely dehydrated completely. Like, I did not prepare at all. Nobody was prepared unless you just prepare for tragedy all the time. But yeah, it was pretty bad. Do you even have the insulation on your houses for the cold? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm in an apartment, uh, and the closet has basically no insulation in it. If it's hot outside, it's hot in the closet. If it's cold outside, it's cold in the closet. So it's just a terrible environment. Luckily, the rest of the place isn't like that, but for some reason, I don't think they put any insulation between the outside wall and the closet. I don't know why. Maybe they figured people don't live in the closet, so who cares? Maybe a corner to cut, if you will. But yeah, it is. If it's hot outside, it's hot in there, like completely. I don't understand it, but I wish it was only every 10 years here. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You all get pummeled pretty much every year. Um, Australians are also in no way built for winter. Yeah, absolutely. Like when it reaches 100, we're talking Fahrenheit here, but I think, what is 100 in Celsius? Is that like 33, 34, somewhere around there? 40? I can't remember. Somewhere in that range. If you average that in the summertime, you're not expecting to be super cold in the winter, but it's crazy. Mid 30s, yeah. Yeah, basically mid 30s here. Sometimes a little higher 30s. 37.7. Okay. Yeah, it sometimes it gets over 100 here. For I think it was last year we had the record amount of 100 plus degrees days. Like it was 60 days in a row or something like that. We were just begging for winter. Anything. Anything. Cold temp you have is pretty equivalent to what I have, even though the temp is a lot lower here. Yeah, basically. Um, Pretty much, yeah. Like we don't have salt. Like you salt roads before it snows or ices, whatever, and then you do so afterwards to help melt that snow or ice. We don't have that. Um, to the point where I was driving to work that one year, and they shut down parts of the highway because it was just pure ice. Like it was just completely iced over. Um, and I had to go like side streets to get to work. Like it was terrifying. It was really bad. Believe it or not, even my neck of the woods has seen 100. That's wild. That is wild. Oh my gosh. Ay, ay, ay. Oh gosh. So yeah, stocked up on food. Uh, got some drinks. So in case we get snowed in, we'll be warm. We'll be nice and toasty, roasty, and warm. Um, hey, you might as well celebrate being stuck inside. That's what I say, at least. Um, but yeah, lots of people getting toilet paper. I have no idea what to expect, but should be interesting nonetheless. I'm 20 and yet to experience snow. Well, hmm, I'll say this. As somebody who grew up in a pretty snowy place, actually a very snowy place, not as snowy as Rocco Kitty, but pretty close. It's great for I really loved the first night of a snow. You could smell it in the air. It's like a weird, I don't know how to describe that smell, but you can smell snow is coming. It's very strange. Almost like how you can smell like humidity and rain is coming or rain has just been there. It's very similar, but it's freezing out. There's like a stillness in the air. It's just there's something about it. It's interesting. But it does do this. Snow is not bad till it gets dirty. That's true. The problem with snow and ice and sleet or whatever is the fact that it directly impacts your life, whether you're going somewhere or you're, going outside, whatever. Like if you're driving somewhere, you have to add additional time because you're going to be going slower. If you're going somewhere, you have to add additional time because you're wearing more layers. Like you have to dress up, you have to put on extra layers, extra clothes, stay warm, basically. It just adds time to things, and you have to, make sure you think of that. Um, and it's more dangerous, actually. It's just dangerous on the road. People driving. Some people drive as if there's no snow on the ground. There's no ice on the ground. They're going, 80 miles an hour, uh, without any care in the world, and they feel so confident in their vehicle, and being able to grip the road, if you will. But it is just more dangerous. Walking, sometimes you're walking, and I've definitely done this before. So I think we all kind of do this. We hit an ice patch, we fall. We fall on the snow, we fall on the ice, whatever. It is a rite of passage. You will do it, and you will do it in front of people. And then they will look at you, and hopefully they don't laugh. But sometimes they do. So you have to be open to looking ridiculous in front of people. Woke up to the first snow or frost on the trees is always beautiful. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't need snow to trip. That's true. That's true. I've definitely fallen upstairs before, multiple times. Generally never thought about that. Well, yeah. Emergency kit in the car. Yep. In case you break down. Blanket, candles, some type of snack. Yes. Water. It's a lot. You need to plan for it, basically. Now, as much as I like snow, during, the first couple weeks, it's like kind of interesting. It's different. You're definitely not in fall or autumn. You're definitely not in summertime. It is a clear season, right? But eventually, all that work and time and driving, and it just changes so much of your daily schedule that it just gets old. It gets old, especially if you live in a place where it just does it for months. Months. Oh my gosh, I remember the years of like 6 months of the year is just gray and cold and snow or, ice or something like that. Like it just gets old. You want to see the sun, see the sunshine. At least here, I will say this, it is freezing outside. It's cold. But the sun is out. So it's kind of weird. You're cold, but you still have the sunshine, so you feel good. Feel all right. You're like, "Oh, it's kind of a nice day, kind of, but it's freezing." It's a weird situation because I'm not used to seeing the sun and being cold at the same time. Provided the water didn't freeze, yeah. Snow is here from October to April. Yeah, that's a long time. That is a long time. I got very tired of the gray days. Gray days make me sad. So I moved to a place with almost too much sunshine, honestly. Sometimes in the summertime, I don't want the sun. I get rid of it, send it back, return to sender. But in the wintertime, I enjoy it tremendously. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so that's tonight. I'm looking forward to it. Should see some snow falling, which is rare in these parts. But should be kind of cool. Granted, I've already seen snow because I had to fly back for the holidays, but it is what it is. Alrighty, let's go ahead and jump into that first video. A Smosh compilation for ... for when? What? Out of context. Gotcha. Oh boy, this is going to be off the wall insanity. But I'm looking forward to it. The Flight Simulator compilation, their Flight Simulator video last time was very funny. Oh my gosh, very funny. So I am looking forward to this. Pretty much every Smosh video of the current gen, the current cast that I've been watching has been amazing. To the point where, you know, Smosh to me is, you know, Courtney, Shane, everybody, Angela. It would be weird if it went back to Ian and Anthony because I never experienced Ian and Anthony Smosh. So it's just very interesting. Like, you know, there's two different, either you got introduced it when it was just starting out and maybe it's okay now and you enjoy it. It's just different. And then you have those of us who came onto it way too late. And now we just know the current cast. Very weird. Which one's better? That's the question. If you were to choose, do you like the current iteration or did you like the previous iteration? Like the original? I mean, they did grow the channel to #1 with the original. So I will say that. That's pretty big. That is pretty big. Here we go. I have no idea. Is this TikTok or not? Probably not. So we should be good.
An oncologist.
You said
Or a
poop,
veterinarian.
and then you gave up.
Forest.
Wait, I also think you said poop twice.
I'm gonna go with veterinarian
poop,
so that
then
we
went
don't have
I
repeats.
just love that you said, I saw you, you go poop, poop. And then you like waited. You let her answer.
Is poop, are we gonna take poop?
Let's do David. Does your toy even lift, bro? For 100.
What?
It's basically Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, it's basically Yu-Gi-Oh.
You know.
Yu-Gu-No. Goo-goo-magoo. Keith, what's your favorite noise?
What's up, Jace? Welcome in. Welcome in.
Wish me fucking luck. Good luck. Coming this summer from the people who brought you Secret Life of Pets.
Oh boy.
Hold on. Hold on. It's the Secret Life of the Kitchen. When all the humans leave the apartment, all the stuff. What's gonna happen? Oh, no.
This is such a bad concept.
Yeah, bring it back. Here we go. Here we go.
Angela.
Here we go. This summer.
I need to picture them
That
right
was
next to
such
each
a
other.
bad
Picture that for a second. Don't they look all cute?
Woman for 3.
Oh my God.
Be
Okay.
careful here, Chance.
Chest, I'm not locking this in, but this is my initial.
Chest bang booty town.
Okay, I'm gonna go with chest. You're sick.
Damn it, you
You're
guys!
sick. You're sick.
I don't want to be in this game
You're
anymore.
sick. You're sick.
Unreal, dude.
Unfortunately, that.
Yeah, I'm God.
Robin Hood, are you here to rob me?
Oh, no, I've changed professions. I'm a pervert now.
Vampire kissing at your neck.
Vampire kissing at your neck.
What vampire kissing
my
at your neck?
Okay.
With it.
Suck, suck.
Whoa, ew.
Does it look thick to anybody else?
It looks light, though, too.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Can I see a photo of this woman?
Of course. Well, this is the only photo I have of her.
Honey, you cannot be talking to that woman.
She's clearly not a real person. That's obviously a bot.
Because I'm seeing the same woman. I'm talking to this woman. I talked to her first.
Another one?
Big chicken.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Short nerd.
Ow, ow.
Okay, you read, Shane. We get it.
Okay.
God.
Oh, that's so good that you know how to read. That's really cool for you.
Hey, I think it's pretty sexy that you do that.
Hey Shane, you left your books here last time.
That's so funny, Courtney.
Mm. The wink.
I'm in the business of making ashes. I'm in space. Thanos.
What's up, Megan? Welcome in. Oh my gosh. I'm in the business of making ashes.
Pull it. Twist it. Pop it. Flick it. Pull it.
Good gosh.
Pop it. Flick it.
I remember when these were all the rage. Commercials were just obnoxious.
Sex is like riding a roller coaster. Seems fun at first, but if you're not tall enough, you will lose a head. Which one is up to you?
Oh shit.
Why would you say that?
Just like she's gonna be heartless. Angela. Thank you. What happened?
We now return to Sophista Caveman.
Ugh.
Nah, this is the lot where I had my first kiss.
Aw, where did you have your last kiss?
On the butt.
What a time to join stream.
Like you're not a dog.
Wait. Who's horny?
This is an absolute
Where would you
fever
take me
dream.
on a date?
Well, that's an interesting question. I think.
Oh my God. Contestant number 2, are you okay?
Oh my goodness, it happened again. I'm sorry. I'll take you to a movie.
This is a usual occurrence.
There's no me in urethra.
Okay, now I need to try this.
No, Mari, no.
Okay, it
don't want
tastes
you to
like
have You're too pretty.
You're too pretty. Don't do it.
You can grab a bunch. You can grab granola.
You could grab a whore.
Hey, Dave. Hey, Dave, suck my balls.
Amanda, I will miss having to reframe every shot to fit your massive f***ing head.
Damn! Holy shit! I thought you were gonna say something else.
My response to this question is very simple.
Wow.
She walks.
Wow, wobbly wobbly. Oh.
It's one mound, no hole.
You know, it's weird. Your ass looks like a dry wall.
That's what you said.
No. When do you need more coffee? When do you need more caffeine? How do you like your coffee?
Oh, that works.
Spencer, don't shake your head at me. It's discouraging.
Coffee means.
I think it's more coffee beans. Actually ruined me today.
All right, here you go.
Okay.
Shane's like, how did I get involved?
Give us the worm.
Give us the worm. Give us the worm.
Oh, a draw 4. Why don't you draw 4? That's now +8.
You know what? Well, okay.
Don't you do that.
Oh my gosh, Rhett.
I've talked about it before, but being blindfolded, it's like
Red and Link
puts me at
is
ease 'cause I
YouTube
kinda
royalty,
forget, like, where I
for
am.
sure.
Like a horse.
It's so weird seeing him with short hair.
Spencer, you can take it off. Hello. Oh God, he's a horse.
Hey, Courtney.
Got you!
You are the life aquatic with Steve Zuzu.
I hit my head real hard when we crashed the truck earlier.
His fontanelle never closed.
Wee wee.
Road work ahead? Yeah. I sure hope nobody kisses me right now.
Amanda, what's the answer?
Little dumpy monster.
This is a weird ass waterfall.
You're a weird ass waterfall. Angela. You're a weird.
Oh, hell! Oh, hell! Here we go! Yeah, it's a regular tortilla, yeah! Uh-oh.
The flag of which South Asian country looks similar to that of the United States, complete with red and white stripes and a field of blue?
Oh, that would be the United States, but Japan.
Oh my
And I like to think of myself, I'm your little buddy. I'm just your little buddy, and I'm gonna be here, so if you have any concerns or any questions about your benefits or anything like that, you can let me know. I like to think of myself as a people person, which is ironic because I'm a crab.
You take the flashlight, I'll go to the woods, you take a shower.
I did not see that coming. That was amazing.
Good idea. Chestnut rotting on an open fire.
I love him.
Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
Jesus. I'm a child.
Categories. Name an item in the chosen category. Elements.
A weird wake up. Yeah, this is
Hydrogen.
very strange to wake up to.
Fire.
Did you spell?
Okay, elements in the periodic table.
I don't want
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that one.
You're on your own.
Fine. Someone says say hi to Candace. No.
I'm drinking an adult
Okay,
beverage.
so we are going to play
and you
with
two
an
just woke
additional
up.
secret
That's
role. So the mayor
hilarious.
could be either the seer
Time
or
zones
the
are funny.
werewolf. We've basically been playing like he's a villager. But yeah, if the mayor is the werewolf also, then by the end of the game, the mayor...
All that, and Drake and Josh is kind of a spinoff of the Amanda Show.
And Keenan and Kel are a spin-off.
And iCarly's a spin-off.
And in Victorious, I think in Victorious and Henry Danger, if you include the expanded media, they occasionally name drop that Good Burger
About to turn
is a
midnight for me.
restaurant
What's
in
up,
the
Solar
universe.
System?
Insane.
You okay, Shane?
What?
Oh, you got a boo-boo when you fell. Here.
A boo-boo.
New genre, wrestling match.
Oh no.
You got a boo-boo when you fell, brother. 1, 2, 3.
You got a boo-boo, brother.
Babe, wait, babe! Wait, babe! Wait, babe! Wait, babe!
It's 11 p.m. I was just tired.
What the f is taking you so? I asked for mustard. Why are you stirring
Yes,
the
chef.
mustard?
Yes, chef.
What do you? No, you're the chef. You're the chef.
Yes.
No.
Could I swallow a grenade?
We lost him. Oh, he's back.
Yeah.
Sarah Christ.
Daddy. Sarah Christ is daddy.
Oh my gosh. We're going to go ahead and throw that a like. Link down below in the YouTube description under the video if you'd like to throw it some love as well. Let's see. That has 160,000 views, posted in November. Excellent compilation, very funny, very out of context. Our I'll say it before and I'll say it again. It must be nice to have that level of friendship and energy and getting along with your coworkers. I mean, most of us don't experience that or get to experience that. I've had it once in that the job was horrendous. It was awful. It was very stressful. It was a customer service role where you're dealing with multiple customers at the same time. It's a lot of pressure. There's metrics that you have to meet, and you have to respond to the customer within a certain amount of seconds, like just a pressure cooker. And they tried to cover it up with like food, like, oh, instead of giving people a raise, let's give them a pizza, that kind of thing. But they did it a lot because it was just a pressure cooker, and people would just leave and join and leave and join and leave and join and leave and join. But at least I'll say this for it. The coworkers bonded because it was so awful to do. I will say that. I didn't have quite the freedom and the energy that Smosh has, but we were willing to, commiserate and enjoy each other's presence and whatnot. Some people too much. Some people too much. You know what I mean. We're talking supervisors with underlings. We're talking underlings with underlings. We're talking underlings married to non-coworkers, but finding a way to fraternize a little too close to other coworkers. You know what I mean? You picking up what I'm putting down? But there was a good amount of commiserating in the misery, I guess you could say. That made it okay. Okay. But it was very good grief. So much drama. But it was fun. The amount of people that were just somewhat normal. We had laughs. We got along, that kind of thing. But most of the jobs I've ever had has been very like tunnel vision. You're just doing your job. You're clocking in, clocking out, just trying to survive. Don't really fraternize with a lot of coworkers. It's not super friendly. People are vying for, promotions or looking at the next job or looking down the road or whatever. Most of the time you don't have this kind of connection where it's friends and you're having fun and you have inside jokes because you spend so much time together. It's very rare to have that in the workplace. So if you have it, congratulations. I had it once. It was very cool. But unfortunately for, I think, most people working, if you have that, the job is usually pretty gross. I had that experience working in a kitchen, crazy intense and horrible owner. The person who started the same day as me, one of my closest friends 10 years later. That's awesome. That is so cool. And it's cool that, you're able to bond and have fun with each other and become close friends, even though it was intense and awful and the person in charge was annoying, whatever. Maybe that breeds like a nice environment, coworkers trying to like join forces, like they can't take us all down kind of thing. But yeah, it's almost never the case where it's super fun environment and the job is super fun as well. Like I've never had that. I guess it's out there. Smosh kind of proves it. Seems pretty fun. Seems like, a fun way to work. So if you have it, congratulations. You're one of the rare situations where it's fun on both accounts. But yeah, I am infinite. I didn't switch to anything there. What happened there? I am infinitely jealous of the Smosh cast and what they get to do, how they get to do it, etc. I think it's amazing. Let's go ahead and jump into the next video. It is, guess what? It's another Smosh video. Shortney, which is a hilarious name for that pairing. Foreshadowing Shortney. So it's Shortney foreshadowing Shortney. Again, that's Shortney foreshadowing Shortney. Video is just for fun and heightened for entertainment purposes. I hope you guys enjoy it. Well, I'm willing to bet that we will. let's go ahead and jump into it. Foreshadowing the fact that they were actually in a relationship the whole time. Well, maybe not the whole time, but a decent amount. Certainly recently. As in, just got married recently. Go ahead and check this out. I'm sure there was... I should say it 5 times fast. I'm sure there was signs. Maybe people picked up on it in the Reddit. You know, like, hey, does anyone notice that Shane and Courtney are, you know, have these moments where they're kind of, you know, into each other, or, you know, maybe they're looking at each other a certain way or something like that. I'm sure there was rumors, or maybe, you know, on the down low or whatever, but I'm assuming that existed. So maybe this video will prove it.
To prosper in their mind.
I have a thought. Did you want to go first, or?
No, go ahead, babe.
Sorry.
We're not.
I think it's.
Sorry.
Go ahead, babe. Go ahead. Say your stupid thought.
Wait a minute.
Sorry.
That was a pretty good slip.
To prosper in their mind.
I have a thought. Did you want to go first, or?
No, go ahead, babe.
Sorry.
We're not.
I think it's.
Sorry.
This is so old, it's crazy. Look at how young they look.
I wish I could choose neither, because I don't know if I could go on knowing that I found the person for me and just like have to find somebody else.
Your soulmate's right in front of you right now. It's me.
I did have to pick up Noah 20 times.
We've now ballroom danced.
We basically have, yeah.
You pick me up like you would your future wife.
I know, except I think my future wife, no matter who it is going to weigh more than you.
We are not all Lannisters.
Are you guys dating?
No, just
You guys,
spitting.
are you guys caught up on the Game of Thrones?
Shane also makes me laugh so much. Ever since I started working here, like Shane, like I would be so down, and then he would literally in 2 seconds, I'd be laughing my ass off. Like it almost looked like unhealthy how fast my mood would change.
That is very unhealthy.
Yeah.
Something happened in that getaway car.
This is crazy. How different everyone looks.
Oh no. With Ryan.
I drive cars.
He has such
I
a way
drive
of work.
cars.
I drive cars.
Ryan, you're right. I should help them with one last job.
So you just want to bang and never talk to each other again?
Yes, please.
Cool. Great.
Eve, we're gonna be late.
I'm ready for the party.
You're gonna wear that?
Yes. What else do we have?
Somebody else is gonna be wearing that for sure.
Okay.
Oh my god, babe, they're living the dream.
That could be us one day.
We auditioned together. No, we should do it before the audition or after the audition.
This is exactly how me and Shane met.
I went for it too hard.
Oh, shit, dude, sorry I'm late. Oh, shit.
Fine.
Oh, dude, I'm so. Oh,
No, you're literally fine.
dude, oh, man.
We don't go in yet.
Okay,
okay.
I'm just like, oh, dude, it's gonna be crazy.
It's okay. Hey, aren't you on Vine?
Oh, dude, wait, aren't you like super famous? You're like, wow.
Shout out to
you're just,
Vine.
Like, more
Well, I
talented
mean-
than anybody I've ever met.
Well,
it's crazy.
well,
I can tell you're like the best person. You're like the best person ever.
Great, your
And so-
vine's really funny.
Thanks. Oh
Thanks.
man, but I can tell you're like legit. Like you're like
You're like legit.
I'm sorry, do you remember this
dude,
differently?
like you're like the most legit person.
Hold on, Courtney was kissing ass?
No, it wasn't.
Sounds like a
where
whole
is
bunch
this
of
coming
ass kissing.
from?
Is that what happened, Shane?
That's
what
how
happened,
it-
Shane. That's
Yeah,
what
it was
happened.
weird.
I do not remember that. You're lying.
Yeah.
Okay, but then
Make
this is how it went after our audition when we were walking out. Here, we'll both be walking out.
Oh, good job, dude. You just like, man, you were
Thanks,
like,
you did good too. You're great.
You're so great. Like that was f***ing awesome, dude.
Thanks.
Holy crap! Like,
I
God,
think-
you're
I
like
think we
that
got
was
the
the
job.
most talent I've ever seen on the planet.
I believe she said that. I believe she said that.
I did not f***ing do
Hold
that.
on. Okay, guys, do you believe that Courtney?
What legit did happen was this. You're just like, I think that went good. I mean, yeah, I think that went good.
Yeah,
like,
good.
yeah. Oh man, I'm nervous. I hope we hear.
No, yeah, we probably
like,
got it.
Really? Like, I don't know. Like,
No,
I'm just,
we got it.
oh, okay.
No, I'll see you at work.
All right. Okay.
That's awesome.
Shane, you're like, I don't care about you.
I did legit say that. I said I'll see you at work.
I'll see you at work.
You guys think you're off?
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm so
Don't make me kiss you.
What?
You guys can go closer.
Oh, okay.
I remember that. That was the one.
Hey,
that was the one time I watched a Smosh video. Was when Chris Pratt was guesting. That was the only Smosh video I've ever seen.
I'm Olivia, and I'm
dumb.
I totally forgot about that. And Courtney was just fangirling over him.
Some tricks that he can do.
Uh-oh. He knows a lot of tricks. He can do a head to fakie. He can do a double McTwist.
He can do a layup.
He can do a layup. Yeah, he can dunk on you.
Yeah, he'll juke you. I need trust.
Okay. Let's do it at the same time. Here we go.
Don't
One,
hit my teeth.
2, 3. Open your mouth wide enough and I won't.
No. That's good.
I'm letting you know though, after eating dog food, I got mouth.
What if that was the dog food?
It is.
Why are you?
That tasted like a microwave.
I first met you at Chick-fil-A. I was at the drive-thru and you walked up and you said, why are you doing this? And I was like, well, I'm getting chicken nuggets. You're like, you just made chicken nuggets in your hand. And in that moment, I looked at you and I said, I love you. And then you farted. And I want the farts to last for the rest of our lives. Let's give it up for Bridget!
She said yes! Yes! Oh! Woo! Wow.
You knew!
I knew the whole time!
Oh my god.
That went exactly how I imagined, which was way too serious. Guys, they're married now.
Yay!
Okay, Courtney and I's turn.
Get married.
She's crazy. Just help me.
Why are you
So-
smiling, dude? I hate to
What I'm gathering from this is the signs were there if you looked hard enough. Or sometimes didn't even have to look.
bring this up, man, but you're like kind of whipped. Not even with like any sexual. What is it called?
Are you guys dating?
Welcome back to our awkward dating lives.
Still in it.
Dating apps, they're pretty much the worst. We both have turbulent histories with them.
Yeah, some people like them. Some people have found love.
Yeah, some
But-
people literally have gotten married through dating apps. Good for you guys.
True.
Yeah.
Wow, how'd you do it?
If any of you ladies out there enjoy skinny dipping in tar pits,
Then
here's your boy.
find me.
Find him.
Find me.
Search.
Please.
He's gone on a bunch of dates. He's been on quite a few. He's been around the whole. He gets around.
Oh my gosh.
Like no, I've barely been on like any at all. You buy, and I definitely did like a. You know, I like watching baseball with my
Cool.
dad.
That's awesome.
No.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, no, like, yeah.
Knowing
no,
what
that's-
happens
that's-
to them,
I'm saying.
it's very
Yeah, totally.
funny.
Okay, yeah, see?
Shane, I know you, and it's like so different from you.
Well, let us know in the comments below who you think is more awkward. Who do you think will overcome their fear of dating?
Yeah.
And end up not alone?
And I'm still back there. I have a lot to work on. That's
With me! You're gonna meet the right person eventually. Yeah.
Also, if you play the saxophone, hit him up. He's looking.
What was that?
You stomped your fucking foot, Jordan.
You're being a jerk.
God, stomping your foot? Are you kidding me? I should have known Jordan was just gonna be annoying and that all this haunted stuff was bullshit. I was really looking forward to seeing some ghosts and like have a really cool experience with him. See ghosts. You know, Halloween's like my favorite holiday too. So I was really looking forward to this whole haunted house thing with Jordan. God, if he wasn't such an idiot all the time, I'd actually like know him.
Wait, what?
What? What? I mean, I figured I already finished watching Sexy Casper, and I happen to have all of Jordan's favorite snacks in my car, and yeah, maybe I did want to spend the night with Jordan. In the haunted house, I mean. You're not gonna tell anyone, are you?
Ooh, someone's got a little crush.
Shut up. I totally get it now.
This man is pretty hard to catch because he is probably popular or something.
Okay. Transport at VidCon, there was a sidekick that was sitting there in the car. She said it was gonna marry or be with someone in the industry.
Let me check. Stick out your hand. Boop. Yeah, I do see a partner coming from the industry, but it's mainly the person that's going to give you your first child.
Whoa.
There it is.
Have child.
I brought all the issues. Oh, let me turn this around. I heard you like blondes better.
Good to see you. Yeah.
Hope we have a good life.
Thanks. Yeah.
So, listen, we're the two white blonde people on the show.
Right.
This is Netflix's wet dream.
Yeah, that's true.
Will you marry me?
What is he gonna say?
I just have a connection with someone else.
Someone has a confession here. Someone said, somebody better wife Shane up for real.
Bro, that was the thirstiest confession I've ever heard in my life. That wasn't
Dude.
me.
Oh, really?
That's from here?
That's
from here.
Luke.
To start once again with the prosecution.
All right. First piece of evidence I got right here is an engagement ring.
Oh my God.
That the stepdad gave this boy's mum, right? Proving his commitment to his mum.
Objection. I didn't get a ring.
Why would you?
Where's the commitment to me?
Be f***ing weird,
Those are
right?
questions not asked when evidence is presented.
That's f***ing weird, right?
I thought you were making fun of me.
All right.
No, he's not
Shane,
Superman.
you got it.
I was worried I wasn't gonna get a
I
chance.
thought that was
Crazy.
Oh.
It's literally crazy.
I feel like I'm in like the blue-eyed.
I was worried I wasn't gonna get a
I
chance.
thought that
Weird,
Wait
right?
a
I thought you were making fun of me.
All right.
No, he's not
Shane,
Superman.
you got it.
I was worried I wasn't gonna get a chance.
Crazy. It's literally crazy.
I feel like I'm in like the blue-eyed samurai when she finally shows her husband how powerful she is, and then he gets scared and runs away.
Who out of everyone, 2 people, do you think would be the best ship?
Who together?
Who together would be the best couple?
Like internet ship, right?
Like who would you put in a relationship if they weren't
Okay,
coworkers?
think like Ian.
The internet really wants this, and the internet has never steered me wrong before. Shane and Courtney.
Shane and Courtney.
I get teased at work a lot, you know, about certain ships and on the internet. So I went ahead with the internet and put Sharkney.
Okay.
Sharkney. I like that.
We're gonna start with Joven. Joven, who do you ship?
I keep wishing it. I just want to see it. Just make it happen already, guys.
Good job. You put
Oh,
Shane and
it's
Courtney.
upside down.
Shane and Courtney, okay? Olivia, who do you say?
Shane and Courtney.
Shane and Courtney. All right, and none of this matters. Ian, you have to say Shane and Courtney for the win.
Right. Well, I can't say Shane and Courtney. However, I can say Courtney and Shane.
Amazing. That is so strange now that we know they're married. That is so awkward. So clearly there were signs. The internet was about it. And whether the internet made it a thing, I'm guessing they were already into each other beforehand, but that would be kind of interesting if the internet kind of like forced that connection and it just so happened to work. But I'll go ahead and throw that a like. That was very funny. Very interesting. Link down below in the YouTube description when this gets posted to YouTube for the original video. Go check it out. Throw it some love as well. Workplace romance used to be frowned upon. Not so much anymore. Not so much. A lot of people find their romance through the workplace. Let me see if I can find, I want to know like what percentage, because most people, adults, you only get so much free time, right? I mean, you can go out at night during the weekdays, but who's got the energy? You know what I mean? Who's got the energy for that? That's so much. Just getting home, you're like, just let me eat, let me sit down, or whatever, and just try to recharge before I have to wake up super early to go back to work. It's just weekends. Well, the weekends are recharging from the week. So it's just like, how do I figure out the timing of that? So workplace romance is pretty common. It can range from flirting to serious relationships. Well, if you're just flirting in the workplace, you're dancing with HR. you're slow dancing with HR at that moment. Maybe not great. Well, it's not illegal for consenting adults to have romantic relationships at work. It can lead to issues like harassment, of course, conflicts of interest, and lost productivity. Productivity, you don't say. That's so funny. You are taking a bit of a risk doing that. Want to know, like, do harassment claims, of course. Retaliation. I mean, that's a big one. That's definitely a big one. Like, say you're, in a relationship, you get out of it, something happens. How about productivity of a different? Right. You're in a relationship, it goes sour. You could wind up in some of those claims. You could lose a position, like maybe you're up for some sort of promotion or something like that and you don't get it. It has issues involved. Workplace violence. I mean, that would not be good, certainly. Minimizing risks. Bar romance between supervisors and subordinates. I mean, that is kind of a duh statement. Like if you have power over somebody and you're interested in somebody that works under you, obviously that could be some issues. It can be abused, all that stuff. It's probably best to not go about that. And obviously Shane and Courtney are coworkers of the same level, so it's not that big of a deal. Use a love contract. What is a love contract? Is an agreement between two employees where they represent that their relationship is consensual and not harassment. Love contracts also often serve as reminders to dating employees that they must conduct themselves professionally. Is this just a way to bring in lawyers? Like, what is this? A love contract. I've never heard of this. Employers may find this as a useful tool for reducing liability. Oh, the company. By ensuring known relationships are consensual, rooting out problematic behaviors, and maintaining a comfortable work environment. So the company gets into your relationship and they make both of you sign a contract. That's interesting. That is interesting. Obviously, harassment training and reporting now required in some states in the U.S. I've taken those many times. The trainings and whatnot, they're yearly, and you just sit at a computer and it talks you through situations, and you do a little quiz, which really doesn't matter, but you do it anyway. I've heard of cops and firefighters having to fill out relationship declaring forms. Oh, yeah. Maybe I have heard of that. That definitely seems like something I've heard of. I get it, kind of gets rid of some of the liability for the company. Obviously, one that is a little power complex heavy is the worker and the secretary or the assistant or the admin or whatever. That's kind of a classic cliche. Inform employees that communications are monitored. Heyo. Wow. Yeah, maybe don't use employer technology to have some intimate conversations. That seems kind of like a no-brainer, doesn't it? Like if you're having that kind of conversation with somebody, maybe don't do it via your email or, messaging service on your company computer via the company internet. Like, it probably is not a good idea. When things go wrong, blah blah blah. Yeah, it can get messy for sure. Definitely. Most people, including myself, have kind of forebode it, to the point where it's like, that seems like a dangerous situation. Like, livelihood, paycheck coming in, whatever, paying for rent or mortgage or groceries, like that is important stuff. And playing around with that is daring, we'll say. Very daring. Oh, wow. Survey shows employees engage regularly in office relationships. Oh my gosh. Over 60% of adults have had a workplace romance. Over 60%. Between little time outside of work, I mean, that's literally what I just said. Just who has the time? Who has the energy? And a heightened degree of comfortability, yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, you can talk about it. You can commiserate in some misery and all that good stuff. It's like it's a layup, really. I mean, because you're working the same job in the same area, in the same office. Like, it's such an easy layup for talking to somebody. Workplace romances aren't likely to go anywhere, though our survey found that 43% led to marriage. Workplace romances are not a dream for everyone when 40% of workplace romances involve cheating on an existing partner. Ooh. What's that phrase that they always use? That's constantly used? Work husband, work wife. That stuff is so gross. So unbelievably gross. And it's played off like, oh, it's just fun. Oh, it's just, she's just a friend, or he's just a friend. Like, it's clearly flirting with that line. Like, you are putting yourself in such a terrible situation for, like, all it takes is a second, right? All of a sudden, somebody says something that goes a little too far and the other person doesn't push back. And then all of a sudden, hey, looks like we're both into it. Yeah, 40%. Oh, that is such a high number. Oh my gosh. Wait, so 60% admit to it, and then 40% of the 60%? Oh gosh. Increasing workplace gossip and the perception of promoting favoritism. It can quickly become a nightmare for HR. Yeah. I mean, it's a nightmare for everyone involved. The reality of workplace romances is that they happen, and while they're unlikely to be condoned, employers can safeguard via, policies and whatnot. Key takeaways: 57% report workplace relationships have impacted their performance. Whoa. Why? Is it because you're talking to the person all the time? You just stop caring about your work? You're like, oh, that's cool. 43% have married someone they worked with. I mean, that's a pretty high percentage. That makes sense, I guess. 35% don't report the relationship to their employer. I mean, I guess you should, to like cover yourself, maybe. Because I guess if you don't, you're putting yourself up there, like, if it goes sour or goes wrong, it can potentially be the end of your career or the end of your employment there. So maybe it's best to report it. 40% have cheated on their current partner with a coworker. That is crazy. That is a crazy number. Good grief. 50%. Oh my gosh. Wow. 50% report flirting with their coworkers. Oh, it's just a work wife. Oh, it's just a work husband. And then it turns into this at a pretty alarming rate. 50% flirting, 40% cheated. Ay. Boy, that's kind of sad. Comfortability is the leading driving force of workplace romances. Lack of time outside work, of course. Desire for a shared work experience. You're definitely sharing experiences, I'll say that. 65% of respondents indicated that comfortability was a driving force. Yeah, 61% lack of time outside. Right. The least popular reason was to make the workday more enjoyable at 38%. So while people desire the shared experience and perhaps the benefits of fully understanding one's professional life, the goal isn't necessarily to enhance their happiness at work, but to be understood. Okay. Yeah, you want to commiserate in misery. Gotcha. I get it. I get that. Ability to see their true colors under stress. More enjoyable workday. Clear communication. What? Workplace romances increase the fear of breaking up by 17%. Well, yeah, I mean, if it goes gross, you have to see that person like all the time. All the time. You have to email them, especially if you work close with that person. Like, could you imagine that? You have to see them, you have to talk to them. Especially if it ends ugly. Like, oh, that would just be horrendous to have to go through day to day. You would not enjoy going to work at all. Like at that point, work just becomes toxic, completely toxic. Over 50% say that workplace romance impacted their sense of individuality. Well, yeah, I mean, you can't be yourself, I guess, because you have someone there that knows you, and maybe you're trying to keep up an appearance that is not real with them. Who knows? Reported that it impacted their sense of professionalism. Well, yeah, I mean, if you're if you're with somebody and you're working with somebody, it's hard to be professional because you're not most of the time. Over 50% reported that having a workplace romance impacted their sense of individuality within the relationship, meaning that the relationship dynamic is impacted by the fact that both parties are employed by the same company and thus have more similarities than those who work for different employers. Affects work-life balance. I mean, yeah, imagine if you had a fight and you're working with your spouse or your dating partner, and then that just ruined the workday as well. Not only are you thinking about it, you have to see them. Maybe they make a like sharp comment to you, like a snipe, just passing in the hallway or something. Oh gosh. My husband and I worked together. We knew one another before we started there, however. Did not start dating till we started there. Nobody knew we were dating. In fact, most people didn't even know we knew one another before working. That's kind of nice. Honestly, I get it, because I mean, between working and being at home, it's like two different things, two different personalities, really. You have a professional side to you that you're trying to, work on your reputation. You want people to see you highly. You want to seem competent. And then when you get around home or, a partner or something like that, you just, all those barriers drop and you're yourself. You're more comfortable. You're relaxed. You don't care as much about personal appearances. You're just yourself, right? You're comfortable. So blending that and having other people know that kind of ruins the illusion, I guess, in a way. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't affect how people treat you, but it might affect how they see you, which is interesting. So maybe I wouldn't report it, but gosh, at the end of the day, I would be one of the 17% that would think like, okay, this gives me anxiety because if this ends poorly, what do I have to find another job? Does she have to find another job? Like, you're in that weird spot of like, this place turns into, now it's not only not fun to work here or not fun to work, period. Now I have to deal with that on top of it, and it can get ugly. 26% reported that workplace relationships affected their ability to schedule vacations. Oh, because it's the same. They have similar PTO schedules. Maybe they can't both be off at the same time, kind of thing. Although, if you're in a job where, it's salary and you have PTO, maybe that's easier to schedule vacations if you're not in the same department, I guess. If you're in the same department, there might be issues. 52% of people reported that their coworkers treated them. There you go. This is what I was getting at. Workers treated them differently. Yes. It also impacts social dynamics in the workplace. Not only did over 50% of respondents say that their relationships impacted how their coworkers treated them, 33% said it increased jealousy, and nearly 50% said it increased gossip. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. If people know about it in your workplace, it won't. You shouldn't let it affect yourself or your relationship, but you will see people treat you differently. Guaranteed. That is a guarantee. Maybe if you don't notice it, that's part of the 48% that said no. But it feels like people would treat you differently. That's what I was getting at previously. Gossip. Ugh. Gossip is the worst. There was so much gossip in that job, that customer service job. It was crazy. Whether it was coworkers having some fun with other coworkers or supervisors, or it was, just gossiping about anything at all. Like it was such a weird experience because it was fun, but it was also full of gossip, which I really don't like. I just like to, get in, get out, do my job, leave. Hopefully unscathed. How people in the workplace relationships are affected. Work performance, 57%. Work-life balance, 54%. Coworkers treated me, 52%. Yeah. Jealousy, 33%. That's probably part of that work wife, work husband thing. Oh gosh, this is that worst. This is the worst statistic. 40% have cheated on an existing partner with a colleague. Ooh. And I knew of 2 specifically at that job. We worked in a group home, but different wings, so we did not have a lot of contact between us during the job. That's good. That's good. Except during the meals and occasional all-resident functions, but we kept it like we were normal coworkers. That's so smart. That is so smart. That's probably how I would do it too. If you're working constantly, like they're sitting next to you, that seems like it would be a bit much. That I would not like. A staggering 40% said they cheated on a partner with a colleague. That's crazy. 43% have married someone they met at work. Reality is more people meet their spouse in the workplace than on an app. Yeah, I mean, that kind of makes sense. You're in person. You have day-to-day with them. You're doing the same or similar kind of jobs. You have some relatability. Apps, you're really starting from scratch. In other words, you're over 2 times more likely to marry a coworker than someone from a dating site or app. That definitely makes sense. 47% have changed jobs to date a colleague. Nearly half of all people who have had a workplace romance have gone as far as leaving their job to pursue their colleague of interest. Nearly 1/3 create a breakup plan. Oh gosh, a breakup plan. All right, you got to quit if this ends. I'll get a different job, and then we'll never see each other. Nearly 30% create a breakup plan. Agreement between the two on how they'll handle their jobs if they break up. That's so interesting. %62 report their relationship to HR. I guess that's just kind of a CYA, cover your rear end, we'll say. Half of people have engaged in flirtation between colleagues. Good grief. That's risky. That is so risky. Because what if it's rejected? Then all of a sudden it's harassment, right? You got to be very careful with that. Very careful. Where I work now, it's a family affair. A lot of couples, both married and not, plus kids and nephews and nieces. That's interesting. So it's a majority of people together. That's kind of interesting. I guess that creates a more safe environment that most people are that way. Where it could probably get tricky is if no one is like that, and then you're just happen to be the people that break that. That would be a little tricky. 46% of respondents said that they had romantic feelings towards a colleague. 39% admitted to having a secret romance. And 17% had a one-night stand with a coworker. Heyo. How employees engaged in workplace relationships. Personal texting, 53%. Flirting, 50%. Romantic feelings, 46%. Gone on a date, 46%. Secret romantic relationship, 39%. Public, 36%. One-night stand, 17%. That's not as high as I thought it would be, honestly. 17%. That is not as high as I thought it would be. Less than 1 in 5 say dating a colleague is unprofessional. It's amazing how that has changed. I'm assuming that was much higher back in the day. However, this is in a stark contrast to the fact that only 5% said they were comfortable with colleagues being romantically involved. 9% of respondents said they believe that workplace relationships decreased productivity. Meanwhile, 9% of survey takers said they believe that workplace relationships actually increase productivity. I don't know if it would increase. Not just our center. Nice. Nearly 60% have heard gossip about colleagues in work. Oh my gosh. Yeah. How is that not higher? How is that not higher? Oh my gosh. I've heard so much gossip. It's crazy. Good grief. Yeah. I try to stay away from that stuff. That's just a wise way to go about it, I think. Stay away from anyone that gossips like that in the workplace. It might be interesting. It might be fun to listen to the escapades, if you will. But it does have a chance to come back on you, so better to stay away from it. Yeah, it is very common. Personally, I don't care if coworkers date, just as long as they're not hanging on to one another at work. Yeah, PDA. PDA at work is interesting. That's kind of a little weird. %40 said that public displays of affection from coworkers make them uncomfortable. Though this is a large percentage, it reveals that the majority of people, 60%, are comfortable with PDA from coworkers. I am not part of the 60. I'm definitely part of the 40. I've worked in places that ban people from adding coworkers on social media because past trauma, but how do you enforce the ban? Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Banning people from adding coworkers on social media. That is an interesting tactic. That is an interesting tactic. Here's the rub of it, right? If two people want to get together, they will. They will. Whether it's, passing notes like there's some kids way back in the day, or setting a time and a place to meet, they will get together. That is a fact. You cannot keep that from happening. Honestly, I really didn't mind hearing about people that are together in the workplace. It's the cheating that is so gross. So gross. That was the gossip where I'm just like, really? Really? They're married. They have a kid. They have a young kid And they're doing that. Really. Oh, social media wasn't a thing when we were dating. Honestly, probably for the better. All right. Let's hop into the F1 meme iceberg explained. I have no idea what this is. The F1 meme iceberg. Final thoughts on Courtney and Shane Shartney or Shortney, depending on which one you want to go with. I kind of like Shartney, honestly. Maybe it's just my immature humor, but pretty amazing they were able to keep it that secret for a while, especially in the fact that they're trying to be funny. You would think it did come out a couple of times, but they could just play it off, as they went for a joke. It didn't really land. But there was little breadcrumbs here and there, I think. And we saw a few of them in that video. And I'm sure, they were the number one pairing of people in Reddit and fans. Not surprisingly. So the fans were in on it. Whether they knew it was going to happen or not, they were in on it. All right, let's bring up this F1 meme iceberg. And then we will have a ZeeNunew TikTok compilation to end the stream. Let's go ahead and jump into this F1 meme iceberg. Figure out what's going on.
Formula One, as I've said in the past, is the pinnacle of motorsports, but it's also the pinnacle of memes in motorsports. Take a look at other categories out there. NASCAR. It's got some pretty good memes, but half of it's from the Cars movie.
Hey, Mater. It's nice to finally be back in Radiator Springs. I want you.
What? IndyCar, also great, but it's just not as big. Same goes for the 24 Hours of Le Mans, drag racing, sim racing, and rallying.
Medium left, medium left! Listen to my calls!
MotoGP, my second favorite motorsport, has some pretty good jokes as well. But does its official YouTube account post meme compilations?
I don't think so.
And then we have Formula E, where the joke is the sport itself. Inside jokes, references, clips, nicknames to running gags, and deeply rooted social issues that plague the sport's image is what makes up the amazing memes we have in Formula One. If you're a new F1 fan watching this video, welcome. I hope you guys really get to learn something new here. Although, this video might just completely blow your brains out. This Formula One meme iceberg consists of 5 tiers, from self-explanatory memes to jokes that are completely fucking brain dead. Obviously, I won't be able to cover every meme in F1 history, although I could have made this video like the usual 2 hours long, which I honestly could have done, but that means I would have to start off the video like this. Good morning, everyone. In today's 17-hour-long iceberg explained video, I will be enlightening you with all the F1 memes out there, starting off with the downfall of Mercedes. The invasion of Poland, World War II. Tier 1, self-explanatory memes that I'll give more context to. Tier 1 involves memes that are pretty easy to understand, but I'll give you guys a little more context behind them, starting with visible confusion. Right out the gate, Sergio Perez easily takes the spotlight here. In the 2017 Malaysian Grand Prix driver briefing video at exactly 1 minute and 27 seconds in, we were gifted with this iconic moment.
Going into turn 2, he was ahead of me and he stayed.
Okay. Well, like I say, we tend to rely on...
Also, this isn't the last time where Checo takes the spotlight. Take the 2023 Las Vegas Grand Prix. Bruce Buffer, one of the most iconic sports announcers of all time, was ready to hype up all the drivers on the grid. If you don't know Bruce, he's the man behind ring announcements like this.
The one, the only, the notorious Conor McGregor!
And
Classic.
Then enter Sergio Perez.
Sergio Checo Perez!
Now, Checo isn't the only source of these memes. We've also got Carlos going completely dead after being told that he was called into the steward's room.
Called to the stewards, so we're going to have to let you go. I believe so. I just heard it through my ear. Is it Carlos who's been called to the stewards? Yes. We're going to have to... What for? What can we tell him? What for? Do we know what for?
And of course, there's also the confusion of Sebastian Vettel when he got called out in a conversation that he wasn't even a part of.
Okay. We can clarify that if you really think it's worth it. I'm not sure.
We're driving so slow, but I mean, maybe Sebastian should keep his on.
Apart from drivers losing their train of thought, there's a lot of iconic clips that every Formula One fan should see at least once. If you claim to be an F1 fan and have never seen one of these clips before, you are not an F1 fan, alright? You are a pathological liar. But without further ado, here are some of F1's best clips.
Straight, that is so relaxing.
Oh.
A bit right. Break! I am stupid. I am stupid.
No, how old I was when I did my
I am
first
stupid.
Formula 1 test?
17!
No, 18. I don't know actually.
No.
Oh yes, I know. Watermelon.
When I do this, you start talking. Hola todos.
Hello, everyone.
I hope he's got some sun cream on. Don't try that at home unless you've got a factor 50.
Visible pain is another meme. As we've seen earlier, F1 drivers can appear too stunned to speak, but they can also appear too dead to convey any emotions whatsoever other than Spain.
Without the
minus
S.
the S. Fernando Alonso's lifeless stare. While this looks pretty funny, this was taken during the 2012 Brazilian Grand Prix, where he lost the title by just 3 points. While that seems painful enough,
brutal.
the reason behind that dead stare was actually because Alonso was looking at Felipe Massa, his teammate at the time, who just couldn't stop crying. Such a painful moment masked as another funny meme in Formula One. And then we have Carlos Sainz just blanking out like he's dead, and Daniel Ricciardo screaming after missing Q3 in Japan 2018.
Exactly.
And Charles's face in Ferrari's latest
The
Instagram
announcer.
post.
Exactly.
Whereas you can see, he looks very exhilarated. But notice how most of these drivers are Ferrari drivers. Tier 2. This is for the memes where more context is needed. Picking up where we left off, Ferrari. The meme here is the team itself. Ferrari is by far the biggest running joke in the F1 community, where you might get sick of how many times people repeat the exact same jokes over and over and over again. Worst part is you can't even complain about these jokes because the team continues to make the same mistakes over and over and over again. Holy shit, Ferrari. Ferrari started being a meme roughly from 2008, where Felipe Massa lost his championship by 1 point. Ferrari didn't even know it at the time. They were busy celebrating, and when they found out, they were not so happy.
Oh no.
From there, Ferrari has only been worse because the team has been extremely consistent at being inconsistent. Slow pit stops that take ages, race engineers that are asleep half of the time, and race strategies that are so bad have made Ferrari the joke that it is today.
Stay out, stay out.
Ferrari is so prone to messing up that even in an ideal situation where the team doesn't do anything wrong, just wait till the drivers do. Since then, Ferrari has been correlated with the words pain, depression, therapy,
They would not be able to mic
delusion,
me up.
where their
I would
fans
be
look
swearing
like
a
this.
lot.
This brings us to F1's running jokes, one being the Dutch national anthem, which became a meme since Max Verstappen kept winning races in 2023. After you win a race in F1, your national anthem gets played, and since Max is Dutch and won a whopping 19 times that year, every Formula One race genuinely just looked like this.
Woo, let's go! It's finally race day. I can't wait to see what happens, guys. And Max wins again. And again. And again.
That's so crazy.
Damn. F1's getting really interesting.
Other F1 drivers have their own running jokes. Lando
What a
Norris had the
good year.
nickname Lando No Win since he failed to consistently get a win for God knows how long, until he finally got it in Miami 2024. He can now sleep tight without having nightmares of Sochi 2021.
That's so funny.
And Hamilton takes the lead of the race as Lando Norris slides off the track.
Nico Hulkenberg has a similar fate, but for him, it's podiums. This man has raced over 200 times and has failed to achieve even one P1, P3 finish. He has come so close over multiple occasions, but he somehow just manages to get into an accident or just blatantly pull out a driver error that's not even funny and just straight up sad. I can't help but feel bad for Nico since he deserves to be in a much better team. I can only hope he makes the right decisions for the years to come. And he chose Sauber. Oh my god. Oh my god, my guy chose Sauber. Can someone shoot me in the head? Fernando Alonso is just a rookie. This meme has been going around since 2023 where Fernando proved that age isn't gonna stop him from performing. Fernando is 42 years old as of now and has been racing in F1 for over 20 years. Fernando is the oldest driver on the grid, which brought people to joke about how he's still a rookie, which is honestly believable. He might be 42, but he performs like he's 22. Oh, and yeah, I
didn't think there'd be a Taylor
Swift
reference.
And of course, we also have Kimi with his very short questions, Charles Leclerc's pole to win ratio, George Fumble consistently turning into people, Esteban Ocon always trying to kill his teammates.
When he was at...
Oh,
dear. That was late.
Daniel Ricciardo being a high-performance athlete.
I'm a high-performance athlete. Athletes sweat. Sweat, baby. Sweat, sweat.
Logan Sargent not knowing what a kilometer is because he's American, and Sebastian Vettel being the biggest F1 nerd.
7 was Kimi, 6 and 5 was Fernando, 4, 3, 2 and 2000 was Michael.
Tier 3. Now this is where supreme wheel knowledge is needed for you guys to understand some of these memes. Suck my balls, mate. No, that is not my personal request to you. Instead, this is a reference from the 2017 Hungarian Grand Prix where Nico Hülkenberg and Kevin Magnussen were scrapping for points. Nico was unhappy with Kevin's driving, pushing him off the track, and after the race, it led to this legendary moment.
Once again, most unsportive driver of the grid.
Suck my balls, mate.
This clip led to so many different memes, and this one is honestly my favorite. Now, for those of you guys who still don't understand the meme of suck my balls, mate, even if I just explained it to you, you might just have a very bad sense of humor or a completely dysfunctional brain. What's even funny though is that these two are now teammates, and I'm glad they actually get along and embrace the memes instead of shunning it.
You've got a new teammate. Yes, Nico is joining the team, and he can suck my balls.
You wouldn't suck his balls, would you?
Fuck, every day.
Unlike Nico Rosberg, when he got called his nickname Brittany by one of the child commentators on F1 Kids.
F1 Juniors.
Good luck, Brittany. I hope you do well.
Okay, no, it's not. That was not cool, okay? I shared a secret there with you guys. That was not cool at all, okay?
Thank you, Brittany.
Please apologize.
Sorry.
Okay, apology accepted.
Nico Rosberg, the 2016 F1 World Champion and Monaco-based YouTuber who beat 7-time World Champion Lewis Hamilton in equal machinery, that is also a meme, was given the nickname Brittany by Mark Webber during their time in Williams at 2006. Nico had long blonde hair at the time, making him look like Britney Spears, and it soon became an inside joke among drivers.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Brittany.
With that nickname, we also have other legendary F1 nicknames, such as Goatifi. Oh my god, you guys are not ready for this. The name Goatifi is a meme that refers to the legend himself, Nicholas Latifi, arguably the greatest F1 driver of all time. Now, obviously, you might say that this is just sarcasm, but for the people saying this, you're just a hater. It's so obvious that Latifi is the GOAT. He crashed under the safety car in Monaco, fumbled in Abu Dhabi, and completely forgot the layout of a track, then blamed it on the car.
Se ha metido en la primera salida.
The car, a little strange. Anyways, I'm okay.
But you guys are missing the point here. We're not calling Latifi the GOAT because it's ironic. It's actually because he likes Nutella. Now that is GOAT behavior. Mazepin is up next, referring to Nikita Mazepin, another simple nickname that really does get the point across, but instead of being the GOAT, he is the WOAT, and the most hated driver in F1 history, getting this nickname for crashing in the first 20 seconds of his first ever Grand Prix by spinning.
Teammate for company as they head now down towards turn 4, and that's off, and that looks like a hat.
Oh, and Nikita crashed already. God damn.
First race.
I bet a monkey can drive better than this guy.
Now, just for the record, guys, Nikita
that's brutal.
Mazepin was driving this car, not a monkey, you know, just so you guys can tell the difference. Now, there's a lot more F1 driver nicknames out there, but to save you guys some time, here are most of the simple ones with context. And of course, with more context, the Mexican
Italian
Minister
Jesus.
of Defense, referring to Checo's amazing defensive work for Max Verstappen during the entire 2021 season. And for those of you who thought that he was actually the Minister of Defense in Mexico, don't worry, you're not the only one. In F1, a lot of fans refer to on-track action oftentimes as historical events. Esteban and Pierre are French drivers that crashed in Australia 2023. French Civil War. Alonso and Carlos are both Spanish and battled in the China Sprint. Spanish Civil War. German driver Nico Hülkenberg pierces his way into Q3. Blitzkrieg. Logan Sargent races in the Middle East. The invasion of Iraq. You get the point. Penalties are bittersweet in Formula 1. Right out the gate, 5-second penalty for Ocon, the most overused meme that started in 2023 where Ocon received 3 penalties totaling to 20 seconds in Bahrain that same year. This penalty meme had people saying 5-second penalty for Ocon wherever. There could be a post about F1's carbon footprint and there would be a comment that says death by firing squad for Ocon. Like, god damn. Each F1 driver also has their own theme songs, since drivers would oftentimes sing their favorite songs on team radio. To avoid copyright, I'm just gonna put the song names right here. Finally, the Lance Stroll interrupting meme, which came from Monaco 2021, where the F1 broadcast, instead of showing actual racing, decided to show Lance Stroll doing a Lance Stroll thing.
Is he ahead of Gasly? They're going to go wheel to wheel up Beau Rivage here. Sebastian Vettel and Pierre Gasly. Oh, what has happened? We need to know who's going to come out in front as we see Lance Stroll hitting the barrier and going over the curb one more time.
Tier 4.
Oh my
we are
gosh.
now entering brain rot territory. Now, this tier involves memes that are probably so stupid as they are equally funny. And there are a lot of these kinds of memes, and I mean a lot of these. Holy shit. But without any further delays, I'm gonna mention all of them as fast as possible with just enough context. Okay, here we go. Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen kissing. Now, this is clearly a real photo. Haters will say that this is edited. Lewis and Max are actually in love. Just take a look at 2021. Max went on top of Lewis. If that isn't gay, then the reality we live in is a lie. Alonso's forehead became a meme after he was given a penalty in Saudi Arabia 2023, which was then reinstated, giving him back his P3, which was given to George Russell, leading to this photo being posted on Twitter with the caption Hola. And Twitter isn't the only place where Alonso posts memes. His TikTok is also pure comedy gold, where you can see him mog people, work out to Taylor Swift music, and do all kinds of goofy shit.
Ready to go again?
Also, welcome back. Welcome back to TikTok. It was gone for a couple hours in the US. Now it's back.
George Russell's pose in F1's 2023 intro also became a meme. This beautiful pose with his feet together, arms spread apart, looks exactly like an F1 car's front wing. There are 3 Australian drivers on the grid: Daniel Ricciardo, Oscar Piastri, and Valtteri Bottas. Valtteri might be Finnish, but his long and luscious mullet and mustache just screams kangaroos and big spiders. While 2021 marked the day of F1's most expensive car part, the Mercedes W12 rear wing, costing more than 50,000 euros. Not because it was expensive to make, but because Max Verstappen touched it and was given a fine worth that much. Team LH is a running joke. This used to be a name for Lewis Hamilton's fan base, but has since turned into a name referring to Lewis fans who are mostly mentally ill, immature, and crybabies that keep on complaining about Abu Dhabi 2021 even if it happened like 3 fucking years ago. The GP2 engine is a meme from Alonso's radio during his McLaren days, hating his engine where he goes, American celebrities in F1 are unbearably cringe. Then we have Walter Koster, the most legendary F1 journalist, known for his iconic long questions, where there is an 8-minute compilation of him asking questions on YouTube, and throughout this video, he only asked 7.
Charlie, before I start my question, I had to remind you of 5 prizes. I read it quickly. With last place and probably the low point in Hockenheim. It was a mistake of.
And Abu Dhabi 2021, the title-deciding race between Max Verstappen and Lewis
He threw in the
Hamilton,
towel.
F1's
He
goal
goes,
decided to crash, which brought out
what
a
is
safety
he?
car, allowing for a controversial decision to be made where race control allowed lap cars to be passed, leading to Max chasing down Lewis with much faster, fresher tires. Then Max overtakes Lewis while having leg cramps, which gave us Toto Wolff's iconic radio message, complaining to race director Michael Massey, who then got death threats for making Lewis lose the championship, so then next year he was fired and moved to Australia, potentially getting an Uber from Valtteri Bottas.
Oh, wow.
Please tell me you guys learned something from that. But the final meme on this tier is Drive to Survive, which gave us so much material, one being Toto Wolff, where in the team principal meeting he had an argument with Christian Horner regarding the problem of porpoising in F1 cars, which led him to say this.
Change your car. You've got a problem. Change your fucking car.
Then you change your car because Checo has been saying the car is fucked. Checo has been on the record and is in the
Okay, let's go and get him.
Yeah.
What's going on, Andy?
I have
Look
it.
him in.
I have it printed out.
Now I have no idea what Toto was thinking when he said that, but we can assume he might just have an actual piece of paper that just says, "Hi, this is Checo, the car is fucked." But tier 5, this final tier involves things we truly do not know and requires exceptional wheel knowledge. As favorable as it is to start this tier with a lighthearted tone, it simply cannot be done. This tier is where the deep-rooted social issues that I mentioned earlier start to plague memes in Formula 1, beginning with none other than Jos Verstappen, the only man who can beat Max. Literally. Oftentimes you'll see people in the F1 community joke about how Jos beats Max, a reference to how hard his dad was during his upbringing. Jos Verstappen wanted to mold Max into a racing machine, pushing him in ways many consider to be abuse, leaving Max at a gas station when he was 14, forcing him to endure freezing temperatures while practicing karting, hitting him on the helmet, verbally abusing him almost every single time, and treating Max like a science project, leading fans to also make jokes like the Jos Verstappen project, basically where you're gonna put your child through hell to become the next world champion. Ayrton Senna dated a 15-year-old.
What?
I am not making this up. Ever seen those memes that go like this?
No.
That's a reference to the time Ayrton Senna, a legendary F1 driver, dated 15-year-old Adriana Yaman while he was 25. And yes, I know.
Oh boy.
What the fuck? For context, the age of consent in Brazil is so much lower compared to other countries, 14. If Ayrton did that anywhere else, this would be a completely different story. As much as he played by the rules, many still go, well, yeah, what the fuck? The two were also briefly engaged, but the relationship was broken off by Senna in late 1988. Now, I'm assuming many of you guys are surprised to hear this about Ayrton Senna, but to be fair, it was pretty obvious from the start, because like Ayrton said, at one point in his career, if you don't go for a gap, okay,
nice.
I can't make this joke. I can't make this joke. F1 sponsors can also become a meme, as they can sometimes be the biggest hit or the biggest fucking miss in history. Visa Cash App RB, an abomination of a name, and Ferrari's HP sponsor, where it looks like Smurfs took a fat shit on the car. Oh, and Max Verstappen has a has another driver's child. This refers to Penelope and Max, where we get to see them both bond on Max's sim racing streams. Now, P is actually not Max Verstappen's own daughter. She's Danny Kvyat's child, a former F1 driver who is dating Kelly Piquet, who is also the child of another former F1 driver, Nelson Piquet, and is now dating Max, who is also the child of a former F1 driver, Jos Verstappen. Are you still with me? Danny Kvyat and Kelly Piquet broke up in 2019, the same year Penelope was born, and 3 years prior, Max Verstappen replaces Kvyat at Red Bull, then got together with Kelly a year after, when he was 19, and she was 28 years old. Bro is a victim in every way possible. But this led to memes saying that Max didn't just steal Danny Kvyat's girlfriend, but his daughter and his entire F1 career. Now, with all of those tiers being said, F1 memes are truly beautiful. I even forgot that this video was about F1 memes in the first place. We've got a whole ass library of memes that it's been such a challenge for me to try and include everything in one video, so forgive me for ones I have missed. I even missed out on putting Red Bull team principal Christian Horner sending a picture of his corn dog to a female employee, giving him the nickname Christian Horny, and Valtteri it's James, and a legendary Dutch commentator that gave us this wonderful clip.
Oh nee, hij is hem kwijt, maar hij houdt hem. Holy shit! Oh, ik ga eens doen wat hij mag. Fuck that shit!
Ultimately, everyone has their own favorite memes in F1.
Whoa.
I, for one, like whatever is on El
Now
Padre's
that's an
TikTok.
announcer.
But the meme that truly takes the spotlight for me is Charles Leclerc. He started F1 in 2018 and has stayed till now in 2024. And while many say that Charles has stayed relatively the same over the years, a hungry talent looking for a championship victory, there's actually one major difference Charles carried over the years. So what separates this guy from this guy? Well, this one has a soul.
My gosh. Throwing a like on that video. Very interesting. That's what the meme iceberg is. Obviously, when it comes to memes and whatnot, depending on whatever it is, the more into it you are, the more deep cut the jokes, the inside jokes, the memes, whatever, get. Kind of interesting. I didn't know, frankly, that F1 had that level of memes and jokes and inside jokes and all that stuff. Like, it's just not something I ever got into. And honestly, I just thought it was a stodgy, upper class, very serious, not a lot of comedy, not a lot of emotion sport. So to hear this, to see this, to, you know, get introduced to this, it's eye-opening. It's enlightening. It's illuminating, if you will. I thought it was, you know, some sport that I would never get into because it's just so hoity-toity, I guess, is a word, a phrase that I'll use there. But yeah, very good. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw it some much-deserved love. Also, check out the channel. It's a very successful channel as well. Rick's F1 Addiction. Check it out. Just in time for ZeeNunew. Indeed. Indeed. Let's go ahead and bring up some information on that iceberg. What's your favorite Formula One conspiracy theory? Interesting. I was watching the iceberg video, as we just watched. That's trending on YouTube, and it's pretty interesting. Lots of stuff in there that makes you ponder. Some of the conspiracy theories seem pretty plausible. I was wondering, what's everyone's favorite conspiracy theory? What really happened with Alonso crash in 2015? Testing in the McLaren Honda. Was this the one where he allegedly thought he was a child again racing go-karts? What? Yeah, that was a strange time for following F1 news. Always going to be curious about what actually happened back then. Okay, I feel like we got to watch this. What is this? The crash.
Not only this, but also the fact that the two-time champion then had to spend 3 days in hospital after the impact, which is pretty unheard of when the impact itself was just 150 kilometers per hour. I love how I say just, like that isn't still pretty fast, but
electrocuted by his own car.
A hell of a lot more. The unusual crash and lack of information given by McLaren boss Ron Dennis meant at the time there were. In their defence, several drivers had reported that the turn was proving tricky due to the wind, and his fellow countryman Carlos Sainz had a similar incident later that day. But the difference was the speed that Fernando crashed and also the amount of damage it caused to the car. Not only this, but also the fact that the two-time champion then had to spend 3 days in hospital after the impact, which is pretty unheard of.
We're
when
not
the
actually
impact
going to get to
itself
see the crash.
was just 150 kilometers per hour.
No,
I love how I say just, like that isn't still pretty fast, but F1 cars are built to withstand a hell of a lot more. The unusual crash and lack of information given by McLaren boss serious consequences.
Took a 600-watt hit with serious consequences.
Focusing and temporary obstruction of the veins.
Dang.
Another ex-F1 driver, 7-time race winner René Arnoux.
That's crazy. Oh, so the conspiracy theory is how did that happen? Oh, that's interesting. Aliens, classic. Pirelli gave Williams special tires in the 2012 Spanish GP to help Maldonado win as a gift to Sir Frank. After the race, they burned down the garage to destroy the evidence. What? Well, it's a conspiracy theory, so it doesn't have to be true. This one's my absolute favorite. That's crazy. I like the one about Fernando having memory loss and not remembering most of his career. What? That's interesting. What's the one about the stolen jewel on the F1 car in Monaco? Diamond on the Jaguar. Good one. Almost certainly a publicity stunt, says someone. F1 cars were decorated with emeralds and the diamond that got lost as a promotion for the movie Ocean's 12, which was a great movie. Definitely great. It was weirdly burned. Wow. So you got the movie idea right, and there's also the theft. I mean, there you go. Publicity stunt. It was for Ocean's 12, a movie about stealing stuff. I did like those Ocean's movies. Ocean's 11, of course, being the best. By the time they got to 13, I was like, okay, all right, we've seen it. 2 was probably enough. They mounted a gem on the nose of then Jaguar racing car to promote Ocean's 12. The driver stuffed it into the barriers, and they couldn't find the diamond afterward. Likely they either didn't use a real diamond or lied about it disappearing. RB secretly having built an entire test track in an Austrian mountain. One of my theories is that I'm pretty sure Mercedes 2014 to 16 purposely let their rivals win a few races. Toto Wolff was as cool as a cucumber when Seb won Malaysia 2015. Contrast that with 2017 when Seb won. Toto was pissed. Maybe because he knew they'd been beaten for the first time in 3 years and they'd left nothing on the table. Interesting. Mick Schumacher caused Latifi's crash in Abu Dhabi to ensure Hamilton couldn't beat his father's record. I don't actually believe it to have happened, but there's something deep about it. Kind of interesting. This reminds me of a fanfic. Carl Sands uses lip filler. I'm dead. His father has the same lips. Same filler, dude. That's funny. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Formula One history repeating itself as wild conspiracy theory emerges. 2022 season has been all about Red Bull's Max Verstappen and his historic run to a second straight championship crown. Verstappen has obliterated countless records on his run throughout the season. Fans have pointed out eerie similarities to Formula One history, which shows Verstappen and Red Bull's domination on the grid won't extend into next season or beyond. In a video that's been viewed close to 2 million times, the Lockout podcast uploaded the conspiracy theory that F1 is set to follow in recent footsteps. Formula One history repeating itself. In the past, we've seen a 7-time world champion be eclipsed by a 24-year-old driver who wins 2 titles in a row. After that, we have a driver in a Ferrari with 6 years' experience win a title. Then a British youngster in the Mercedes wins a title. And another British youngster in a competitive car wins a title. Here's what's unfolded back in 2004 all the way through 2009. It means a Ferrari driver with 6 years' experience will win it all in 2023, and that man is Charles Leclerc. 2024, it would be McLaren's turn to reign supreme with Lando Norris, the successor. Then it swings back to Mercedes, with George Russell winning in 2025. Interesting. Controversies and conspiracy theories once again rear their ugly heads in F1. This is from 3 years ago now. Several incidents in Sunday's race raised a number of questions of potential funny business taking place. I mean, that is just a classic, isn't it? Every sport that's professional has this. So way back, the Chicago White Sox drew the World Series, basically. And that was one that actually turned out to be true. And then, of course, the NFL has this where it's like the teams are picked and the games and don't even matter because it's all like scripted. I'm sure the NBA has this as well. Not sure about soccer/football, what the conspiracy theory is there, but maybe people believe that as well. It's just kind of a classic, you know. WWE is all scripted or whatever, as it should be, as it is. It's basically what? Like an athletic soap opera or soap drama, basically. So the popularity of that leads people to believe that, okay, these winners and losers in these sporting events are also picked because it always happens to be like the Cinderella story or the team you don't expect, or maybe it's a favorite team that just keeps winning and nobody can beat them and all that stuff. It's just a classic conspiracy theory. In the history of Formula One, it has not been unknown for teams on occasion to take a step slightly beyond the prescribed rules of the sport. It's when you're on a non-competitive F1 team that's owned by another F1 team that happens to be leading the championship, and you find yourself in the middle of unusual events that happen to be of some benefit to your parent team. You certainly cannot be surprised to find accusatory fingers being pointed squarely in your direction. Tsunoda, who has been experiencing a disastrous second half of the season and seemingly somewhat forgotten as rumors regarding other drivers play out, stopped on the side of the track on lap 42 of the Dutch Grand Prix, exclaiming, "Tires not fitted," over the radio. Before the track could go full yellow, the team instructed him to continue back to the pits and that the tires were fine. After the car reached the pit area, the tires were replaced again, and the team then began the process of retightening safety harness, which he had apparently loosened after expecting his race to be over during the on-track stoppage. After leaving the pits, he then bizarrely almost immediately stopped again on the track, this time for good, bringing out a virtual safety car condition. The upshot of all this was that race leader Max Verstappen, who was likely going to surrender the front to Lewis Hamilton on his next pit stop, instead received the advantage of changing tires under the VSC and maintaining first place. At this point, while bemoaning his luck, Hamilton was also praising his team on the radio as Mercedes changed strategy to go on new tires to at least have a chance to compete from behind. Good feelings between the driver and team wouldn't last for long. 12 laps later, Alfa Romeo's Valtteri Bottas car lay unmoving on the front straight with a dead engine, creating a full safety car condition. Verstappen changed to soft tires, willing to surrender the race lead and bet on his own ability to re-overtake the two Mercedes. But George Russell, who had inherited second, called into the pits to change the soft tires as well, which meant that rather than Mercedes having Russell between Hamilton and Verstappen as a buffer, the Red Bull could restart right behind Hamilton, who was now carrying older medium tires. As the race went green, Verstappen had both better tires and the slipstream from Hamilton, and predictability had passed for the lead by the time they reached turn 1. That was all she wrote. Verstappen once again drove away from the pack for the victory, and then the tire disadvantaged Hamilton would get passed by Russell and also Charles Leclerc, ending up finishing off the podium. Post-race, Hamilton had less than kind words for his team on the radio, using terms censored for the broadcast, but when interviewed after the race, did admit he would have been unlikely to hold off Verstappen, even if Russell had stayed out and kept between them at the start. Contrast, Hamilton and Mercedes felt that Tsunoda incident might have taken victory out of their hands. Mercedes boss implied that he might ask for an investigation. Interesting. So what actually happened to the car, seatbelts, driver? Boy, that does seem a little weird. That definitely seems weird. Very odd. Very odd. Huh. Well, you know, it checks out. Every sport has its conspiracy theories. Just because it's high stakes, it's a lot of money. Obviously, a lot of people are aware of WWE and its scripting, so maybe they just ascribe it to everything else. But sometimes there's some things that happen and you're just like, was that on purpose? Like, this seems a little too real. Like, this seems a little too set up. I don't know. You know, maybe. It is a lot of money. And people can be bribed. And power is corrupting. So I wouldn't bet against a little corruption here and there in some of these sports. Especially F1. There's a lot of money going around. Let's go ahead and shift focus to the last video stream. It is ZeeNunew TikTok compilation. Go ahead and pull that up. And then we have some wonderful documents to go through and some information on ZeeNunew, courtesy of Rocco Kitty. Shout out to the mods, Rocco Kitty, Jace, and Luke, for your wonderful support. I appreciate it. I'll move this over because it is a TikTok compilation. I'm hoping I get this placed correctly, but if I don't, I'll stop it and obviously try to redo it. Alrighty. I think we're ready. Let's go. Hold on. Oh, I'm going to readjust it really quick. And there we go. Come on from hiding. Should be a very interesting 2025 for ZeeNunew.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of GQ Hugo Boss Model of the Year, Miss Bella Hadid.
I'm assuming they're still filming the next Prince.
มีเฮียขอให้เฮียมีหนูรักกันไปนานๆใช่รักกันไปนานๆนะเนาะเนาะพี่เฮียจ้า
Halfway into filming? Nice. What's up, Slayer Kitty? He's like, this is why I hit the gym.
ดอกไม้เป็นสิ่งที่สวยงามเราก็ต้องให้กับคนที่สวย
Wise words. That counts as a thirst trap. Counting it. 1. You love to see the support. That's awesome.
จริงๆก็ไม่มีงานก็ไม่รู้เหมือนกันครับว่าจะเป็นยังไงแต่ว่ามีเฮียวนี่แหละครับ
Even if it's gonna break me, love, gonna make my way to you. Anyway, it's gonna take me, love. I run to you. I run to you.
Yeah. That one was emotional. I'm gonna be one of those comments. Are they together? I think so. I'm just taking a guess here, but maybe.
กอดบ้างหอมบ้างจับไม้จับมือบ้างเป็นเรื่องปกติกอดบ้างปกติจับมือบ้างปกติหอมก็ปกตินะปกติไม่น่าจะมีเปิดตัวโอเคจบแล้วเปิดตัวนานแล้ว
ตอนนี้ตัวว่างมากมือก็ว่างไม่มีใครจับไม่มีใครกอดไม่มีใครให้ความอบอุ่นเลยตั๋วแพงไหมนะจริงเหมือนจะจองไปแล้วมั้งหรือแคนเซิลดีนะอยู่นี่ก็สบายดีปล่อยให้เขาคิดถึงให้ความคิดถึงมันทำงานกันบ้าง
Let them miss me. Distance makes the heart grow fonder.
Namun ku selalu menunggu saat kita akan berjumpa meski kau kini jauh. Prende los motores Kawasaki, en la discota Jenny llegaron los Anunnaki, no le baje, el puri sobresale de tu traje, no trajo panticito pa' que el nene no trabaje, es que yo me sé lo que ella cree que ya se sabe, cuenta que no quiere pero me tiene espionaje, el puri sobresale de tu traje, no trajo panticito pa' que el nene no trabaje, es que yo me sé lo que ella cree que ya se sabe,
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Balloon animals of flowers. I feel like this is the thing. This is the move. Oh my gosh, it's crazy how good this filter works. Just makes it seem like they've been together since the 90s. I mean, if they're together, you know what I mean. Find someone who looks at you like Nunu looks at Z. I mean, that's the goal.
My heart doesn't just love you, it chooses you. If love is a choice, then I choose you every day, in every way. No matter how many lifetimes we live.
My gosh, this is an emotional compilation.
Make this love real.
Good grief.
It's the hard ones too. It's the times we hold each other when words aren't enough. When silence speaks louder than anything we could say. And when your hand in mine says, I'm here, more than any promise could. In a world of endless possibilities, I would choose you 1,000 times.
A reminder that this is how ZeeNunew reaction video goes.
I'll never be for my lifetime. And I my love. From time. Cause you're changing me for better. You're the reason for my being. 내가 숨쉬게 하니까. Oh baby, so love to you. Don't want it 나만 내 곳에. 사랑이야만한 paradigm. 널 헷갈리겠지 나. You know what I need is only you. Ay, 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 ay. 약간 이랑 확신의 말. 거짓 없이 너 맞춰봐. Just trust me once, baby. I never let you down, baby. 뭔가 원해. 사랑도 묘해. But I only want you, baby, baby, baby. I only want you, baby, baby, baby. 넌없이 빛나는 flame. 나는 원하지 않아. 널 사랑하다 그거면 돼. Baby, baby, yeah, baby, baby, yeah. Pop it. 시간은 금이니까 바빠. 너에게 뛰는 심장의 main topic. I can't solve a problem. 그게 나답지. Time together. 녹지 않는 나의 ice cream. 가끔 너를 할까봐 겁나. 그날이 오면 난 이룬 게 뭘까? Fame on your love.
That was initiated.
You know what I need is only you. Hey, 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 hey. Just trust me once, baby. I never let you down, baby.
Now. soon, 2026. The fact that Nunew's like, yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Staring him down.
How to be brave? How can I love when I'm afraid to fall? Watching you stand alone, step closer.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Get some positivity going here. I'm happy. Who's cutting the onions? Yeah. All right, thirst trap. Got it. No, I don't have any onions in front of me. I swear. Now that would be interesting if I was cutting and eating onions on stream.
And darling, something tells me you're enough.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my mukbang. Eating a dozen sweet onions and not crying.
They call this love.
Excellent. Very emotional. Good grief. Woo. Let me go ahead and throw that some love. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original. I'll throw out some love yourself as well. 124th like on that. Check out the channel. I'm assuming they have other ZeeNunew compilations as well. Person who compiled this was in their fields. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and come back to me. Hello. Let's go ahead and pull up the document, which has some new ZeeNunew information. Another interview with Nunu about his Japanese debut. Click on the picture for a link to the interview. Will do. There we go. Nunu, a dream come true, connecting hearts worldwide with first date at Shibuya. This is a 7-day-old article. Thailand's global superstar Nunu has taken another exciting step in his career with the release of his debut Japanese single First Day at Shibuya. Both a talented actor and singer, Nunu has captured the hearts of fans worldwide with his infectious personality. Some would say dancer as well. I think Z would say dancer. The triple threat. His dedication and passion for his craft have earned him unwavering support from his fans, who have become an integral part of his journey. Go ahead and skip to the interview. There we go. Please introduce yourself to the Hypnotic Asia readers. Hi, Hypnotic Asia. I am Nunu. I am a singer and actor from Thailand, so nice to meet all of you. Congratulations on your first debut single. Can you tell us the milestone means to you? Thank you so much. I had visited Japan many times before on my travels, as well as for my work as an actor. When I heard about my debut in Japan, I was very excited and thrilled. For releasing First Day at Shibuya is really a dream come true. Japan is such a rich and vibrant music culture, and I feel incredibly honored to have this opportunity to share my voice with a wider audience. Also very exciting to explore new musical styles and connect with fans in a new way. Feels like an exciting new chapter in my career. I'm grateful for the love and support that has made this possible. What was it like working with such esteemed talent? This song talks about a date in the vibrant Shibuya district, a place that perfectly captures the youthful and romantic energy of the lyrics. We also filmed the music video in Shibuya, which makes sense, right? Which brings the setting to life and adds a special connection to the story. While the song paints a picture of a puppy love story between a couple on their first date, it is more than just a sweet tale of romance. The song carries a deeper message. It's also about encouraging and cheering up anyone who might be starting something new or facing a challenge. You do not have to be in love. Hey, that's nice. Or on a date to enjoy this song. There you go. It is a melody. You know what's funny? I love like breakup songs and like heartbroken songs, but who actually enjoys breaking up or being heartbroken? No one. And it's so weird. I'll listen to that stuff and I'm totally happy. And it's very odd. It's just an interesting mood. It is a melody that can lift your spirits no matter what you're going through. If you're feeling sad or uncertain, I hope this song makes you feel better and gives you the courage to take a first step towards something exciting. Music's always been my way of expressing emotions and connecting with others, so knowing that my songs resonate with people across the world is such an incredible feeling. Amazing how music can cross languages and borders, creating a shared connection that brings people together. I love to sing sentimental ballad songs. I mean, clearly. It can be either a love song or a sad song, so I'm happy to sing a love song that is a sentimental ballad. In the future, you'll definitely see me doing music with other genres. I've tried to release music and experiment with different genres in the past, so no one will feel bored with my songs. Sure, yeah, absolutely. I enjoy singing a sentimental ballad song. Performing at the music events in Thailand requires me to perform an upbeat and dance song too. If I were to sing only ballads in that setting, the attendees would likely feel bored watching my performance. Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. You got to throw people, especially at like a music event or festival. I've said it before. Hosier came out at a festival. I saw him, and it was the most boring, downbeat, just performance I've ever seen. I couldn't stand it. I couldn't take it. I was like, I need something more upbeat. So I ended up actually going over to Glorilla's stage and listening to Glorilla. It was way more upbeat. Good grief. So yeah, I totally get that. You got to be upbeat. It's got to be a dance song that gets people moving and whatnot. The only time that performance was upbeat was when he sang "Take Me to Church." Literally, the whole festival was singing it. That was cool, but the rest of it, oh my gosh, it was brutal. With the song being a mix of Thai and Japanese influence, how do you balance it? I think it's about staying true to who I am while embracing new influences. For First Day at Shibuya, I had the chance to work with the amazing Thai and Japanese producers who helped blend these elements beautifully. It was a learning experience, especially when it came to the Japanese pronunciation and vocal nuances. But I focused on expressing the emotions behind the song in a way that felt authentic to me. For me, singing is all about storytelling. When I approach a song, I try to understand the emotions behind the lyrics and think about how I can bring them to life with my voice. I wanted listeners to feel the excitement and tenderness on a very first date in a vibrant city. Very proud of my Thai heritage, and I see it as a privilege to share it with the world. In 2025, I have multiple projects in both acting and music. I want everyone to pay attention to Zombievor and Beauty and the Beat movies because of the characters. Zombievor is my zombie film, which will have a character that has not been seen before. The costume, the acting, and the character's lifestyle are totally different from previous roles. From Beauty and the Beat, everyone will see me acting in a full-fledged comedy film for the very first time. That's cool. Besides the two projects I mentioned earlier, I will have a series, The Next Prince, soon 2026. that I hope everyone is looking forward to. I'll be releasing more songs next year, which will lead up to my first album. Hello. Also hold a concert, which might be a solo or duo project. So I want everyone to keep a lookout and support all my projects. Duo project. Okay. I would say the journey might be challenging at times, but every step is worth it if you put in your 200% and are passionate about what you do. Surround yourself with people who support and inspire you. Never stop learning or growing. More importantly, stay true to who you are. Your uniqueness is what will make you stand out. There you go. That's nice. That's very nice. Good words. Vanilla interview with ZeeNunew. Let's skip to the interview part. Captivated by Japan's energy, creativity, and love for music. The language has unique sounds and rhythms that are not present in Thai. Spent a lot of time practicing pronunciation. You know what's interesting? How similar these questions are from different publications. Okay, for me, a perfect first date does not need to be extravagant. Tell that to the people who are like, you're taking me to the Cheesecake Factory? Really? I'm done. I'm out of here. Oh my gosh. Remember that TikTok trend or something like that where it's just like, honestly, it was just bashing the Cheesecake Factory, which I've been once. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was, something negative about it. They have a lot of cheesecakes, and they're quite good. Zumviver's a series. ZeeNunew, the multilingual king. I love the Cheesecake Factory. Yes, I thought it was pretty good. It's all about spending time together in a way that feels comfortable and enjoyable, whether it's walking through a lively city, sharing a meal, just talking and laughing. The most important thing is the connection and happiness you share with the other person. Yeah, of course. I mean, dinner in a movie is so like cliche, but you got to have the dinner part to go with the movie. You can't just go to a movie and have like a meal in the movie theater because then you're just not talking. You're just spending time together. Got to have a meal separate from the movie. You held your first solo concert outside Thailand and Japan last December. What was the experience like? Performing my first solo concert in Japan was unforgettable. Also, my first solo concert outside Thailand. I was nervous. Energy and cheers gave me confidence. It's always so heartwarming to meet international fans, constantly amazed by how music and entertainment connects us across languages. Every interaction, whether it's in person or online, is a reminder of how lucky I am to have such a supportive fan base. That is a close-up. I'm not going to comment on the Cheesecake Factory. Most looking forward to 2025, including my first full album. Have that to look forward to. More countries to connect with fans face to face. There you go. Big thank you to everyone who supported me. Please follow me on my socials for updates. Behind the music tidbit for ZeeNunew, Michael talking about ZeeNuw's range. Not sure if you'll be able to open this one via the TikTok ban. That's right. Thankfully, I think it's back. Yeah, we're good.
Okay, one more time. One more time. Just me and you.
Sorry. One more time. Sorry. But change something.
You're gonna be alone, just me and you.
I think he's got like the range of Christina.
Talk to him.
Sing, yeah, I'm not sure if who can sing higher, you or Christina.
Christina Aguilera.
Higher than
That was a high note. That was a very high note. It's okay if you don't eat cheesecake. I love cheesecake. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna lie. I will not lie. You know those put together store-bought cheesecakes that have like the multiple different kinds of cheesecake in it, like chocolate swirl and like strawberry swirl and whatever. There's a ton of different variety to it. I have been known to literally, this was long ago, thankfully. I've gotten smarter. I have gotten smarter. I would literally just grab one and just eat it. Just no plate, no utensils, just grab it right out of the fridge, just eat a full slice of cheesecake at whatever time. It could have been 2 p.m., it could have been 11 a.m., it could have been midnight. I would literally just eat a full slice of cheesecake. Oh gosh. Yeah, like the ones you get from Walmart. I can only eat my mom's cheesecake. That's fair. If it's a really good cheesecake, I totally understand that. Sometimes mama's cooking is just way better. Or like a grandma's cooking. Oh my gosh. Another level. This past weekend, ZeeNunew went on went to their next Prince acting coach's. Why am I not able to read right now? Acting coach's wedding together. Oh, okay. Not that we need any confirmation about their status, but it's so telling the Lovebirds ZeeNunew traveled to this wedding for their acting coach, invited as a couple in college. Oh my, we're still doing this? We're still doing this? Not that we need any confirmation. Oh gosh. Colleague who knows them well hinted this is good practice for them, and no, he doesn't mean for the series. I'm dead. I'm dead. That is hilarious. I'm at work currently sneaking looks. That's so funny. Not that we need confirmation. Although I'm going to present this like it is confirmation. And we got this one. Who did you go to the wedding with? Went to the wedding with the person who was just a shadow in the story. What?
แล้วก็คนที่อยู่ในคนที่เป็นเงาที่ถ่ายลงสตอรี่นั่นแหละครับใครนะ
I'm dead. That's funny. They'll be getting married and people will say it's fan service. Look, we don't need any confirmation or anything, but they're getting married. ZeeNunew singing to the bride. They are only brothers. They're very close friends. Very close. It's almost like they can finish each other's sentences. that's nice. ZeeNunew flirting on Twitter again. Read the comments from each other. Oh boy. What do we got? Handsome like me. Who can resist? That level of confidence. Oh no, it's Z saying that. Gotcha. Still confidence. Sparkling eyes, charming nose and mouth, heavenly facial features. And a deep, soft voice. 10, 10, 10. No deductions, my friend. Thank you for watching. Oh my gosh. That is so funny. That is so freaking. While in Japan for his concert, NuNew was invited to a program called First Take. The Japanese YouTube program where artists are invited to sing one song, all one take, no redos, no cleanup, raw. NuNew was a little worried, but he nailed it. Oh, this is very much like, what is it called? Doesn't Radio 1 do this in the UK?
Hi. Okay, this.
You did great. Those high notes, yeah, absolutely. Now he's really comfortable. You can tell in the body language. Yeah, that was excellent. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Wave your phone in the air. Yeah, right. That was so interesting because you could read some nervousness, but you could tell it was over when he smiled mid singing. As soon as he got done with the chorus, he instantly smiled. Like clearly, oh, I nailed that. Poppy's another member of Demundi. He does a YouTube show about every other Monday where he does a one-on-one with another DMD member. This week was NuNew's turn. Here's a little snippet.
ปกติพี่ก็น่าจะรู้ว่าเฮียเป็นคนไม่ทำสกินใช่โอ้โหตัวนี้นี่ยากเลยแหละทุกครั้งที่เฮียทำอย่างเงี้ยจะเขิน อยากจะบอกเฮียว่าทำบ่อยๆเคยพูดกับเขาในเรื่องเนี้ยไม่ค่อยกล้าพูดหรอกชอบนาอะไรเงี้ยเขินหน้า
I too excited. I almost threw my phone.
ชอบเวลาเฮียมาสกินชิปด้วยเพราะปกติพี่ฟี่ก็น่าจะรู้ว่าเฮียเป็นคนไม่ชอบสกินชิปใช่โอ้โหตัวนี้นี่ยากเลยแหละทุกครั้งที่เฮียทำอย่างเงี้ยจะเขิน
It's never enough. Never.
ที่โอ้ยส่งมาหลายปีแล้วครับ
ส่งแบบไหน
Start this over.
ก็
Start this over.
อย่างการส่งมินิฮาร์ดที่โอ้ยส่งมาหลายปีแล้วครับ
ส่งแบบไหน
มัน
บนเวที
จะ
เหรอ
เป็นไม่ใช่
Hold
ค
on,
รับ
hold
จะ
on.
เป็น
Why
แบบ
was I getting two different
ก็
closed
การ
captions?
ส่งมินิฮาร์ดที่โอ้ยส่งมาหลายปีแล้วครับ
ส่งแบบไหน
มัน
บนเวที
จะ
เหรอ
เป็นไม่ใช่ครับจะเป็นแบบตอนสุดปกติจะกลับรถตู้ด้วยกันรถตู้จะวนไปส่งเฮียก่อนแล้วก็ค่อยไปส่งผม เพราะว่าบ้านอยู่ไกลเนาะแล้วทุกครั้งที่เราแยกกันอ่ะเฮียจะส่งอันนี้ให้
ก่อนที่จะส่งก็ขึ้นรถกลับบ้าน
ก่อนที่จะลง
อ๋อก่อนที่จะลง
เฮียลงปุ๊บลงรถปุ๊บเฮียยื่นนี้มาให้ แล้วประตูรถก็ปิด
ทุกครั้ง
ทุกครั้งเลย
โอ้
ทุกเมื่อก่อนเป็นยังไงทุกวันนี้ก็ยังเป็นอยู่ อย่างเรื่องของขวัญหรืออะไรอย่างเงี้ย ปกติผมอาจจะไม่ได้เป็นคนโรแมนติกเท่าไหร่ ปกติ
Which is interesting for somebody that sings love
เฮีย
ballads.
บอกเลยว่าเฮี
เห
ย
รอ
ครับเฮียโรแมนติกกว่าเยอะเลย เพราะว่าคือทุกเทศกาลเฮียจะมีอะไรมาให้ตลอด ไม่ว่าจะโหปีใหม่วาเลนไทน์วันเกิดคอนเสิร์ตซิงเกิล1 2 3 4หรือว่าอะไรอย่างเงี้ยคือแบบไม่มาเป็นชิ้นก็มาเป็นดอกไม้ บางทีก็เล่นใหญ่มากดอกไม้แบบใหญ่มากตอนคอนเสิร์ตเงี้ยไม่รู้แบบโห
จะใหญ่ขนาดนี้
เป็นร้อยแล้วไม่คิดว่าจะใหญ่ขนาดนี้ครับ คือแบบบางครั้งเป็นงานเล็กๆเฮียก็ยังมีให้รู้สึกว่าเฮียแบบใส่ใจแล้วก็โรแมนติกมากเลย แล้วก็ส่วนใหญ่เรื่องเวลาแบบสมมุติจะไปดินเนอร์จะไปร้านอาหารอย่างเงี้ยก็จะเป็นเฮียที่หาร้านมาให้เลือกเฮียจะส่งมาแล้วก็ให้หนู
หนูชอบที่สุดอันไหนก็จิ้ม
ให้
เลย
เฮียบอกเฮียเชียร์อันนี้นะ แต่บอกเฮียเชียร์แบบไปคาเฟ่สวยๆแต่
หนูอยากไปอีกที่หนึ่ง
แต่ผมอยากไปรูปท็อปแต่ว่าหนูอยากไปอันนี้เฮียก็โอเคตามนั้นแหละ
ตามนี้เลยไปรูปท็อปกับหนูได้
If that doesn't explain their personality differences, that's funny. Z is a green forest that Nunu is trying to pick up fights with him. Interesting. Very interesting. Some people have that gift giving gene where it's just like they just do it. The bar is so high. Excellent. 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 Wow. That is interesting that Z seems somewhat more romantic, at least to Nunu, I guess. Even though Nunu's the one singing the ballads. That's very interesting. And I think I read in a previous interview that Nunu really likes romantic songs and heartfelt songs and ballads and stuff. That's what he listens to. So it's kind of fascinating that he would consider Z more romantic than him. Very, very interesting. Nunu says, I want Z falls over himself to make it happen. Yeah. Nunu is still romantic, in my opinion. That's just Z is very romantic. Gotcha. Yeah. Seems like it. Wow. Well, get yourself a Z and a Nunu, I guess. Rolled into one person. They're out there, you know, there's a lot of people out there. Also, there's a lot of, yeah. Good luck. Good luck out there. Z says he's not good with the word love. I'm assuming eventually he'll come around to it. Actions speak louder than words. That is a fact. That is a fact. Gosh, that was excellent. Very emotional. I was not expecting it to be that emotional, but that was, I could tell that that editor was going through it. Going through it. Really wanted something to hit those heartstrings, you know, pull on them. Instead of finding them, I'm going to strive to be like them. Ooh, I like that. I like that. I like that. It's smart. And maybe by being like them, you find somebody. Good plan of action, honestly. Good plan of action. You know, sometimes you find it when you're not looking for it or ready for it, so you think. And life has a way of surprising you with that. That was definitely the case for me. I'm assuming it can be the case for you as well. Links down below in the description for all the videos we watched today. Go ahead and hit the follow button on Twitch if you're watching live, or if you haven't checked out the Twitch channel before, go ahead and check it out. And hit that follow button. Hit the subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. I appreciate each and every one of you for providing a millisecond of your attention. If you offer more than that, hey, I'll take it. But I appreciate you for even a millisecond of time. Go ahead and check out the winter collection of merch available on toddreacts.com. If you'd like to request your own videos and have them reacted to live via Twitch, then upload to YouTube, certainly can. Season and series tiers on toddreacts.com. Join the Discord. Lots of great people. You've seen a lot of them in chat just now. So go ahead and join them and their passions. Everybody's got one, right? I'm sure you'll find other people that are into your passion as well via the Discord. Really love the TikTok compilation. Me too. Me too. That was very nice. Only a couple thirst traps, which, I mean, I've come to expect them at this point, right? Whether it's a Luke thirst trap or it's just some random edit compilation. But I just expect it. I think I covered everything. Wow. I'm impressed with myself. I don't think I missed anything. Join the Discord. Lots of great conversations going on there. I hope each and every one of you has a wonderful week. Stay safe. If the weather gets woolly, as it will here, have good time in classes. Go to class. That's step one of passing classes, by the way. It's a pro tip. Take it or leave it. But going to class is actually a great way to pass the class. Just saying. Good luck in your classes. If you're working, I hope you have a wonderful work week as well. Hopefully good things happen to you. And I will see you back here on Friday. Friday. Tomorrow's your Friday? Well, congratulations on that. Tomorrow is my Tuesday. Not missing anything. Yeah, I think that's a first, honestly. I think it's a first. Anyway. Yes, Discord. Join it. Enjoy us. Laugh with us. Cry with us. Be happy with us. All that good stuff. All right, everybody. Take care. Stay warm or cool, depending on if you're in the Southern Hemisphere. And I will see you on Friday. Bye-bye, everybody.